All right, what's up, dude?
Hello.
How are you, man? Holy shit.
I'm good. Yeah, brain dead after today.
What did you do?
I had 10 hours of Gungeon.
Really?
It'll melt your face.
Holy, why did you do so much?
Because that new update just came out, or it's coming out today.
Yeah.
So I got it early, and I was like, I'm just going to get on and try to slay it. But a bunch of other people got it too, so it did pretty good, but not as like crazy as I thought it was going to do.
Oh, like you're like looking at like 10K stream or something?
Yeah, I mean, I was projecting like 5K, and I peaked at like 3.3. But you just gotta stay humble and stay grateful for what you do have, and not be salty about what you don't have, right? And I had a lot of people show up, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean,
fun.
dude, you're still killing it, man. Like, you've especially since you've like been through a lot. Like you've had a kid. Like, yeah.
I haven't played Isaac in like a month either.
How do you feel about that?
I'm so happy. Then playing Bloons Tower Defense.
I've watched your Bloons streams, dude. They're so good. It's like your Bloons streams
I
are
don't know why people
lit.
like it.
It's great. I don't know. It's just like we hear you talk, and then like you're just like in it, dude. I don't know what it is either. I just like watching it.
They're like, it's ASMR, the popping sounds. I'm like, whatever your reason is, that's fine.
It's been killing it too, dude. Your Bloons things do like super well.
Yeah, they begged me to play it for like the first week it was out, and I was like, no, we're playing this other game, guys. And I finally caved because I have to play it on the iPad because it's only iOS.
Oh, really?
So I had to set that all up and download it, and then my iPad fell off a car, so it's shitty. Yeah, I was going to the airport, and I was packing my luggage, and I put my iPad on top of the car. And we must have drove half a block off, and I heard a thump, and
oh no,
right on the damn street. $900 iPad Pro too.
No way, that's so bad.
It for like a week. I cried.
It is gone.
I actually cried. Like,
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but it's so bad.
In front of my mom, and she's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "I don't understand. It's brand new."
I just imagine you're
so
like
beautiful.
You're on your knees, just like hands in your head, just like crying. Like
I was like, "I need to get a new one." And they're like, "No, you don't." I said, "Fine, okay."
Did it destroy it?
No, I just made it ugly, but it works. I just think it's probably a little bit laggy.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's weird.
It's an iPad Pro.
It's weird how you drop electronics and they get laggy. That happens with phones too. I don't understand that phenomenon. It shouldn't happen that way, right?
My phone gets shitty whenever I update it. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. 100%. I'm convinced that's true. I had a Pixel and it I still have it. It worked so well for years, and now it's just shit.
Every update.
Yeah, every update it gets worse.
It's a little bit slower until you can't handle it, and then you want to go drop $500 on a new phone, and then they tell you your plan doesn't cover it.
Yeah.
And then you're crying trying to play Pokemon Go, and you can't, and all your friends are. And then you spend $1,000, and then your phone explodes on the plane.
Yeah, yeah, but you get a new one. Yeah. I'm waiting for the Pixel 3. I'll probably pick that up.
Yeah, I got a guy that works at Google in China. I probably could get one, but I don't know. I don't even use my phone hardly.
Are you an iPhone guy?
No, I got an Android.
Nice.
Right now, but it dies super fast. I don't know why.
Like a Galaxy or what?
Yeah, it's 5, I think. Galaxy 5. It's not the Note.
Yeah.
And it's the whatever version that doesn't explode. So.
Oh yeah, I was getting asked about that all the time when everybody was like, "Oh, is this?" Every time you have an Android phone, you remember that, and everyone's like, "Is this gonna explode?"
Yep.
Damn,
I do.
Dude. I've been.
So what's up,
dude? I've been checking out your baby pictures and stuff on Twitter. It's just adorable. I always catch one every once in a while when I'm browsing through.
He's awesome. He steals your freedom though.
What do you mean?
You don't, once you have a child, you don't have freedom unless you have a lot of money, but then you're a bad parent for not like raising your child yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's like a high maintenance pet right now because I can't really take him places or do anything with him, but he requires constant attention and care. So until he can talk and walk and interact with me, like, you know, he's just basically a freedom killer.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. So how old is Hunter now?
He is 8 months.
Yeah,
8
so
months old.
I've heard like from like that time to like 2, you're kind of just like raising a blob, and then like as he starts to get like personality and he like grows into like his kind of like uniqueness, like it becomes like really fun at that point.
Yeah, he's already, I mean, even like the littlest things that he does is exciting. Like when he was a baby, all he did was do is stare around at you and cry. And now he could lift his head up. And I'm like, oh, awesome. Like I don't have to be so careful with his neck. Then he can start sitting up. Then he can roll himself over. Now when you go clap, 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 and like clap your hands together, he'll mimic you and do it like clap, clap, clap 3 times. Like you're like watching him grow and get smarter, and it's amazing. But I feel like it's something like it wouldn't impress non-parents. Like when it's happening with your baby and you notice all these little things, it's so exciting. But then if you like tell somebody that doesn't have kids, you're just like, isn't that just fucking normal? Like, isn't that what they're supposed to do? And I'm like, yeah, but it took him months to learn that shit. Like
it's like a big deal.
Exciting.
Like, it's kind of crazy how like your stream and like you and I, like I will like be there for like the raising of your kid. Isn't that insane? Like your stream will know you 5 years from now, like Hunter will be like 5, almost 6, right? And like it'll be a completely different experience to watch like you as a father grow up. Like this is something that we haven't really seen in streaming before, right?
I know, and there's a bunch of people that are starting to pop the kids out right now because we're getting, I mean, I started when I was 26, and that was already a little bit, you know, old for like a gamer person, especially in like esports. I mean, that's like your career's over at like 26,
yeah,
pretty much.
It is.
So
pretty much.
I mean, I started at like at that age, and now I'm 30, and it's like, well, it's now or never to have a kid. So, you know, and I don't know, a bunch of people are starting to reach that point. And then there's some people that are like 35, 36, still clinging to like that kind of like youth kind of idea.
Yeah.
Still living in the basement, streaming 10 hours a day. And I, you know, and thinking about that, that's not how I want to live my life. You know, like I want a family and I want things outside of streaming. And that, I mean, you know, I was not like that before. Like,
yeah,
I was just
know.
like, I just want streaming. I don't want to take days off. I don't like streaming's it. That's like the end all for everything. But there's so much more to experience, and like interacting with people and meeting people and having those moments of like fun, like even going to the CLG house, like that's a memory that I can look back on, and it just brings me happiness, you know. And streaming is great and it's awesome, but when you look back on streaming, it's like I don't look back on a particular day. It's one lump of like 6 years. Like I look back at the entire 6 years and not that one day of happiness. You know? If that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. Like totally. Like the memory you get from like doing a thing like TwitchCon and the experience like you have is really different from like the kind of blur that happens from streaming, right?
Yeah, it's almost just like a routine of like almost it's not like prison, it's like a fun prison. But if you were doing the same thing in prison every day, I'm sure when you got out, you would just be like, well, that was my 5 years of prison life, not, 3 years ago, I spent a day in the library, you know, that was awesome. Like, you're just going to think I would just spend 5 years in prison. That sucks.
How
I don't know. It's kind of a bad analogy.
How is your like, so like, how is this affecting your life, and like, how are you changing things as a result?
I mean, my schedule's a lot more flexible. So some days, like, I'll have to take off, you know, I'll just be like, I haven't spent much time with Hunter and Lisa. I'm going to take the day off just to spend time with them and help out and stuff. Because Lisa and I, we maybe see each other a couple hours a day because our schedules are so fucked.
Really?
I mean, I stream till 11.
Yeah.
And then I like to have a couple hours of free time, so I get in bed around 1 or 2. Hunter goes to sleep at 7:30 p.m. and wakes up at 6 a.m.
Oh my
So
god.
Lisa will put him down and then get a couple hours, or sometimes she'll just go to sleep. And then she's waking up at 6 a.m. and she lets me sleep until anywhere between 9:30 to 11, sometimes later, but then I get shit for it.
Yeah.
And then I wake up, and from like 9:30 or 11 to 4, I just help with Hunter. A lot of the time I give her a nap and she's sleeping and I don't get to see her. And I don't mind spending time with my son. I don't mind watching him, but I would like to spend more time with Lisa. And then I have to go to work, and then that's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
How many days are you
I have
doing?
to take an extra day off every now and then. I mean, I take 1 day a week off still.
Yeah, that's not that much.
Yeah, and the thing is, we have so much stuff to do now that we have a house too, and like all these responsibilities, that we pretty much dump everything that we haven't done for the week, like cleaning or going to the store, or going to the grocery store, you know, doing whatever on Wednesday. So it's not even really an off day. It's like a try to catch up doing shit day.
Yeah.
So we don't like ever really get a break. Yeah, dude, like I miss not having responsibilities.
Yeah. I'm one of those like 35-year-old people types that's like, I'm not 35, thank God, but I'm one of those types of people that's like, holding on to it. Like Vix and I have like, just like not even explored the kid thing. We just recently got engaged, finally.
Oh, awesome.
It's been like after 12 and a half years.
Yeah, it's about time.
But yeah, I'm afraid of like that kind of responsibility. Like there's an incredible amount of value that comes from it. It feels like a value that like I'll never know as like a not parent. But at the same time, it's also like kind of scary, like how much you have to absorb.
And the thing is, like, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Like I always thought responsibility sucked. Like, oh man, I got to do the dishes. I got to take the trash out. You know, that's not a real responsibility.
Yeah.
Responsibility is something that you cannot like ignore. And if you do, like you're going to be in serious trouble. If I just neglect to take care of my child, I'm going to jail, and something bad will happen to my kid.
Yeah.
You cannot shirk that responsibility. That's a responsibility.
Oh,
if you forget to take out the trash for a week, you might have some extra bugs in your house. You just deal with it. You know?
The
like,
potato
it's not real.
The potatoes might grow like they did at Team Dignitas. Like they left the potatoes there for like 3 months and they grew these like roots out of them and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How's Lisa?
I mean, she's good.
Yeah.
She's made some friends here now.
That's
so
really
that's
good.
helped a lot. We got some real life friends for once, so been trying to just balance everything. We got so she's got her friend, and then I got my friend, and each of them have siblings, and then we're kind of we're like side friends with them. And I'm like, no more friends. We're maxed out. Like we already are spending so much time with our friends now. We can't have another one. It's too much.
Is she working?
She's streaming. She's been streaming.
Very cool.
She's trying to get back to school to finish her nursing degree, which is a whole nother conversation of stress and responsibility. So looking at maybe a nanny at this point to help out, because there's no way I can do anything. Like my plate is maxed. Like if anything, I want shit off my plate. I don't want more on my plate, or I will die.
Yeah, it'll save you a lot of time, right? Like to get someone to look over Hunter. I think that's like a really good plan.
Yeah, I just hate money, so I don't like spending it.
Yeah.
So, not like I'm broke or anything. I just
no, I'd imagine not. Yeah.
Plan for the future, and if I don't see my account slowly saving up more, then I feel like I'm not doing a good job managing it. So I don't know.
At the same time, there's like a consideration to be made where if you can save a substantial amount of like actual physical time from spending money, it might be worth doing, right? Like this is a thing that I work with a lot of people on. It's like they think like, well, I shouldn't spend money because I need to save or because I need to but if you could spend to get like 3 or 4 hours of your day back, and then you translate that into like, if even 1 hour of that goes back to productivity, like you're going to make it back, right?
And that's what I was asking my chat. I was like, how much money do you think somebody needs to make before it's not worth their time to spend cleaning or getting some help watching their kid to go do other stuff like work or have some more free time. Like what point does your wealth like reach that point where cleaning is not worth your time anymore because you're making that much money, you know? And they all seem to think around 200K.
Really?
That's what they said.
No, dude. So for me, like my answer would be more, what are you actually doing? So like if you're working like a 9 to 5, then I feel like it would be a higher number. But if you're working on your own, and so for you, the more that you work, right, on your own stuff, the more that you gain exponentially almost, because you're able to like leverage your time either by streaming or by doing sponsorship deals or by whatever in a way that a person with a consistent salary can't do, right?
Yeah.
So your time is inherently more valuable than someone that's working on a consistent salary. Like let's say if someone's working $20 an hour, your time's going to be worth more because you can leverage it potentially exponentially. Like that could be the hour that you get $1,000 donation, right?
Yeah, and it's not even like Lisa lets me put the time into stream being live. My problem is I don't get that extra time after stream, like a lot of the time. And a lot of times I don't want to spend my extra time doing that because I don't have very much of it. I want to go fucking watch Dragon Ball Super or something, you know? for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like it's just, but yeah, it's I don't know. I lost my train of thought for a second. I don't want to spend the time. Oh fuck. I had a point that I was gonna make and I just lost it.
We were talking about how like your time might be worth more, and then yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So I don't have the time like I used to go around and look at other channels, to go and talk in channels and look at new games or message. Like I try to fit in messaging like my art people like in between taking care of my baby during the day and stuff. Sometimes I used to could just sit down and I mean I can make work anytime. Like you can always be working on your stream, but right now I feel like I'm doing the bare minimum. I'm just kind of showing up to my job and not really like trying to innovate and, you know, polish my channel and keep it up to date. And like my whole channel could use like a re-graphic info section. And I mean, there's tons of stuff I could be working on and I just don't get that extra time. So I get the time to put into stream, but not that extra time, which is what I feel like a lot of the time when I was growing my channel made the difference.
It does. Yeah. I think that's why you're in like a very ideal position to outsource like a lot of these sort of like chores and things that are taking your time, because the ROI from that, even just financially, will be so high, right? Because
I just want to make sure I'm not doing it because I'm lazy. Like that's
no, I think you're legit busy, dude. I know a lot of people that aren't legit busy, but I think you've got a lot going on.
Yeah, I've got the Twitch meetup, Memphis meetup is this Saturday. I've got people coming over this weekend. I've got another event going on August 4th that I can't talk about till Friday. PAX is coming up at the end of the month. There's this other game team that wants to fly me out to Las Vegas like next week, but they only gave me like a week heads up.
Yeah.
And it's like impossible to find people to watch. Hunter, the Gungeon update just came out.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, my next 2 months just got so slammed out of nowhere. Like I thought I was just chilling. And then out of nowhere, it just happened.
It just
I'm
blows
like, oh
up.
my God.
Like the idea to me of spending more time on sort of like working on your stream instead of streaming was sort of the core tenet that I used coming back. Like I'll probably spend like, I'd say like 60-40, with like 60% of my time in favor of actually like doing just like raw work off the stream, whether it be like improving community stuff or doing YouTube and going super hard on that. And that's, or even just like talking, like figuring out if I can, you know, talk to people like with like show stuff and bring people on the stream and stuff. Like that's made a huge amount of difference. I think like you have to have a little bit of time that you're working, especially like, dude, your community is just so much larger.
Plan stuff out. Just to plan things.
For your own sanity too, right? Like that may be also why it kind of feels like you're sort of doing the same thing, right? Is because you're not able to like throw all the ideas that you have at like what you want to do.
Yeah, I also can't be spontaneous at all anymore, which sucks. Honestly, that was a big perk that we lost. We could be like at 3 a.m. just sitting downstairs talking, and we'd be like, hey, let's go drive to a fucking casino and go play cards for like a couple hours, or go see a movie, or whatever. We could just go do it. And now it's like, fuck, we got to go find babysitters, and he's at an age where I don't trust anybody with him. I trust my family, and like that's it.
You still live pretty close to your parents, right?
I do, but it's like I feel like I'm inconveniencing them sometimes.
Really? Yeah. They're probably happy to do it though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they like being grandparents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a separate conversation.
Yeah, sounds like okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it always is. But yeah, I do think like dropping that, you almost enter like another like phase of your life, right? Like you go from like okay, I can actually do something like spontaneous. I can just like think about it, to like, okay, I'm completely at the behest of this little human.
Don't you wow me, Slurpee. You don't know what I want to talk to him about. I just don't want to bring up family dynamics in front of hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Because it's personal conversation. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody or being ungrateful. Oh my God. I think I made my mom mad.
Wait, why?
Because she said, wow, like she's insulted.
Oh, that's your mom?
Yes. Slurpee is my mom.
Oh, shit. No. Dude, okay, for whatever. I'm not even trying to save him here, but he's always talked positive about his family, so I don't think it's actually anything negative.
It's like
I'd be really
lot of
surprised.
shit I just don't want to bring up on stream.
Yeah, like there's just some like, it's when you're a broadcaster, it's just weird to like talk. I do the exact same. I've like okay, like for my chat, like what do you guys, for even people that have watched me since 2012, which is a lot of you here, how many of you know anything about my mom and dad? Probably almost nobody, right? Like I never talk about them just because it's like a thing that you kind of keep off stream. Yeah. And it's not even a bad thing. Like my parents are freaking awesome too. Like I just don't talk about them because it's like, I don't know. It's like usually not relevant to like gaming.
Mostly it's just I don't want to inconvenience anybody. And at Hunter's age, I don't have the option to like drop him off at daycare. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't trust some random person that I haven't been around a lot of time with to just watch my kid unsupervised for like 10, like 5 hours or whatever. It's just scary.
I totally get that, dude.
When he's like 4, I'm just gonna take him everywhere with me. Like, hey, we're going to a con next month. Okay, Dad. Like, that's gonna be great.
I think that's when stuff gets really cool. Like that's when like it's almost like you have like a companion human. That
I know, that's what I want.
It's coming. And
then the thing is, like, no matter how much I feel like I'm overwhelmed, Lisa is like does 5 times more than me. And
really?
She doesn't even get to like play games as much as me and stuff. I get to enjoy myself a lot more. Like the little free time I do have, she doesn't have at all. She's cleaning, cooking, paying bills. Like she did our taxes this year. She watches Hunter all the time. And my parents have been great about giving us breaks and stuff as well. My dad came over today. He got us food. I'm extremely grateful. Mostly it's just like I get scared when it comes to trips and stuff. And I guess we are kind of talking about it now. I feel like I hurt my mom's feelings and I didn't mean to. Like it was just a very complicated conversation that I didn't want to get into on stream.
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't know if she gets it, but yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you in that position at all.
On a positive note, though, did she leave the channel? I think she left. Oh man.
I don't know. Oh God.
Ah, fuck.
What have I done?
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
I think she straight up left. I don't see her on the list.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh man.
Rip, dude.
Fuck, I wasn't even complaining. Oh, I want to die now.
I think like, so my brother had a kid like about 2 years ago, and my parents like it's a lot of work for them too to like deal with it, but I think they like genuinely like the experience of being grandparents, and I would figure like your parents are probably the same way.
Yeah.
You know, like it's pretty cool to like interact with them and that sort of thing.
Yeah, my mom actually came on my stream.
To play games, right?
Did like an Isaac challenge where I backseated her and
I saw
made
that.
it all the way through her run. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pretty
That was
awesome.
cool.
A lot of people enjoyed watching that.
That was really cool. I watched it too.
I'm gonna have to go over there tomorrow. Damn it.
Tomorrow's your day off, right? Sort of.
No, today was supposed to be my day off, but I streamed for 10 hours because Gungeon update.
Are you gonna stream tomorrow too?
Yep.
Dude.
I have to take Saturday off, so
yeah,
I have to kill it while I can.
Yeah, dude. My
stress.
biggest thing, dude, I'm feeling it, is like you've got to delegate some shit. Like a lot of the house responsibilities and like that kind of stuff, you'll feel so much better if you have even that. Even for you, like you're at the point where like even 2 or 3 hours of time will make a huge difference.
Yeah. I'm trying to get more time for Lisa is what I'm trying to do.
Well, it accomplishes the same thing, right? If you hire like someone that will take care of him for a while.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know. It's a pain, but doing what I can, trying to figure these trips out, and that's like the most challenging thing, is just trying to.
I can't believe you're traveling on top of all this too.
Well, I haven't really been unless I have to. I skipped PAX South, PAX East. I had everything booked for East.
Yeah.
And I felt so guilty that I was about to leave Lisa, and I didn't really have anything like business-wise there, that I just like, I basically wasted like $500. So I just stayed here. I'd like to go to Prime, but there's this overwhelming sense of guilt too, like when I'm away from my family, that I know is irrational, but you can't help it. Because like I feel like I miss my kid. I don't know how to explain it. I've never loved anything more in my life than my child.
That's so crazy how that happens, right? Because you don't think it's going to be like that beforehand.
No.
Yeah.
And you see him and you're just like, it's
something
a little
happens.
Me. You feel like it's actually like a feeling of selfishness that you would feel like for yourself, but about another human being.
That's crazy.
So it's like, you know how like, it's like self-interest, but yeah, like about your little kid. Like it's ridiculous, because normally it's all about, you know, you're just, the human being is like self survival, self, you know, everything. And I feel that way, but just about another person, which has never really happened before. And I was worried, like, am I even gonna like him before he was born?
Did it like trigger like right at that moment when you saw him?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he put his little hand held my little finger, and I was just like, oh shit, game over.
That's crazy, man. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, he actually got diagnosed with Horner's syndrome.
What's that?
Which it means that his sympathetic nerve is blocked or something, and it causes one of his eyes dilates larger in the dark than the other, and it can also cause drooping on one side of the face, which can be corrected by surgery. And his doesn't really you can't even really tell at all. Like his face doesn't look droopy at all.
Yeah.
So it can be caused by like 7 or 8 different things. One of them can be that head trauma at birth, like being birthed with forceps. Sylvester Stallone has it because he was birthed with forceps. It can be because of like a tumor pushing on your brain or spine that's blocking your sympathetic nerve.
Yeah.
It can be hereditary, and they're just born that way. It can be like a whole bunch of different stuff, but we went to the eye doctor and he definitely confirmed that he does have it. So we already had to go get one MRI for him, right?
Yeah.
And that was like super traumatic already. And they scanned his brain and they said that there were signs that his brain had hemorrhaged and bled at some point. But that it's like, but it can be like 80% of babies have that happen and they just don't scan their brain to see that it had happened. But that his brain looks fine now is what they said. That wasn't what would be causing his Horner syndrome. But I mean, that's just scary as fuck to hear right there. Because we never dropped him. We've never mishandled him at all. Like, ever. We're so careful with him. And so we found that out. But also, they were supposed to scan his spine, but the insurance company right beforehand didn't deem it necessary, and we didn't know. So they only did one MRI of like his brain. So now our doctor's like, they didn't do the spine. He has to go back in and get another MRI. Oh, so we have to take it back for another one now and get the spine done. And our insurance company is just like being a piece of shit about it.
Well, because you're not going through a company, right? So you're having to go. You've like probably signed up independently for it because Twitch is not going to give you that, right? Like, yeah. I pay for it all out of pocket. God,
it's like $1,000 a month for me and Hunter, just for the two of us.
Yeah, easy.
For insurance.
That
is fucking crazy.
That is absolutely crazy.
And then they've dropped him twice for no reason, even though I've never missed a payment. And I've had to call them back and forth between the marketplace and the insurance company. And then they're like dicking us around on these MRIs. And I'm like, he's an 8-month-old kid, dude. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about this shit when I'm paying you $1,000 a month.
Yeah, exactly. It's so American healthcare is so busted.
And then until you meet your deductible, which I didn't even know how this shit worked because I was never taught it. Like, until you meet your deductible, I have to pay. I got like a $3,000 quote for some shit that my insurance didn't cover from the hospital, and hopefully it'll get discounted or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, I guess I hit my deductible now, but I'm still have to pay $1,000 a month, you know, like for the rest of the year. But all of his other shit is paid for, you know, because you have to reach your deductible. And I'm like, what is the point? I could have not had insurance at all for the whole year, and I would have saved $500 at this point.
What?
Having paid for everything out of pocket.
Aren't they covering like MRIs are like unbelievably expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, it was like 4.6 grand.
That's for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, dude. Oh my God, that's insane.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna not do it.
And they're literally putting you into like a machine. And
I've had one done on me before.
Yeah, me too. I had one for like headaches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You could take the potato out. Sorry. Yeah, I'll put it back in later. You've got literally the most normal looking baby, like the cutest normal looking baby ever. Like there's nothing wrong with him, it looks like.
Yeah, he's just honestly, and they said that if the MRI comes back fine, and we've already done like a pee test for him where we had to gather his pee for 24 hours and stuff. They said if it comes back fine, then it's probably hereditary and he'll just live his life normally.
Yeah.
No problems. Like, you'll only be able to tell the difference if you're looking right at it in the dark. And like in the sunlight, they're completely normal. His eyes are like dilated the same. And so hopefully he doesn't get too much like drooping on one side of his face. So you can't even like tell it's his left side that dilates differently. And you really like can't even tell a difference.
There's no way, dude. Right now. This looks like the most normal, like cutest baby ever.
He's so cute. He's literally like could have won an award or something.
You could have an Instagram of just your kid. Like it would be like freaking insanely good.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're trying not to freak out too much. We're happy that his brain scan came back okay, but just scary that there was hemorrhaging or whatever at some point. But people were telling me like 80% of kids being born could have had something like that happen, and you wouldn't even know because you're not running an MRI on every kid.
That's so like born. 80% of kids like have their brains bleed at one point
when they're born, maybe like just from being like, I guess, birthed through like a birth canal, it can happen. I don't know. Our doctor assured us that it was fine and his brain looked okay and everything was fine.
Huh.
So yeah, but just fucking scary. So all we got to do is get his spine looked at and cross our fingers. Now, the only good thing is that if they do find something and they do like a surgery to remove it, like 95% of the time, all symptoms of the Horners goes away. Not that I want them to find anything. I'd rather them not find anything and he was just born with it and have like a little quirk.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But in the circumstance that everything that there is something and they have to do something to get rid of it, he'll just go back to being normal. Like, so I don't know. We're just staying positive. It's just very stressful, like on top of everything as well. It's like, oh, last thing I want to do is worry about his health, and he's the happiest baby, you know. Like, he doesn't, you know, he doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with him. He's so happy.
I mean, and there probably isn't, right? Because you can kind of tell, like, there's like some signs, like early on, like that if something's like really going to go bad, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can tell like within like 6 months, I think, right?
I hope so, but fuck, I don't even know how we got into all this crazy shit about me. God, I hope my mom's not pissed off at me.
Yeah, I hope so too. Now I feel like complicit.
She's like my savior that I have to rely on, and because of that, I don't want to fuck it up. Like, by asking her to do too much so that she doesn't want to do more. You know, it's like you don't want to use all your credits. You want to space them out.
I think just tell her that, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know your mom that well. I don't know if she's like right now harboring like like some
feels unappreciated and her feelings hurt because she thinks that I probably don't think she likes taking care of Hunter, but I didn't say that.
No.
And I have expressed my God, it's like a soap opera on your channel. What the fuck's wrong with your channel, Mylixia?
Wait, what's going on?
I'm like, what is this soap opera shit we have on your channel? God.
Dude, I don't know. Like,
I don't. So, Just Dance is great for exercise.
Are you doing it? You're saying
no. I do Beat Saber.
You're doing
I'm just
Beat
trying to
Saber.
change the subject so it's not so. We got into some real heavy shit there for a second. I haven't had a chance to talk to you in forever though, so
I know it's been a really long time because like so I jumped off the grid for a while after I sold CLG. Like I really didn't know what the hell I was gonna do next, and just kind of like hung out for a few months. So that's where I was what I was doing. I was just kind of like pieced out.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I thought back to like when I was really happy, and I was like, damn, like I was really happy like when I was much more happy as an entertainer than I was like when I was doing like the full on CEO stuff. And like CLG got up to like 100 employees. And then like once the company got acquired, Madison Square Garden had like a lot of different views of how to run the company than I did. And they wanted to make it like much more corporate and much bigger. So I just
kind of like how Amazon's doing to Twitch right now.
Yep. A lot like what Amazon's doing to Twitch. Yeah. Which I think we both saw coming, right?
Yeah. It's just, some of it's really fucking annoying.
A lot of it is.
A lot of it is. And I just hope that they don't do so much that they lose the identity of the culture. That is what made everybody like Twitch.
Well, I think at least internally they already have. I mean, like when you hire 1,000 employees, I mean, you remember that shit?
Yeah.
Damn, you're like one of the only people that actually can confer this story. You remember at TwitchCon when we went to that one like meet and greet with like Twitch employees?
Yeah.
And there was that one guy there that didn't know what a mod was in a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when
there's a lot of people that are disconnected and they're only looking at it from like a money making perspective.
Yeah. When you try to hire, like they were adding like 50 to 75 people to the staff per week, you just really lose that like bleed purple type thing. And, I've been working at CLG. I worked with like a lot of the really like Amazon executives and like the Twitch executives there before a lot of them left. Like Justin left. I don't know if Kevin Lin is gone, but he might still be there.
Didn't Justin get fired?
What's that?
I thought Justin Wong got fired.
Nah,
with like all the other people.
He just
left the same day as everybody.
He got like effectively fired is what sucks is like they put him in like a VP position that didn't really oversee anything. And like that's what big companies will do to avoid like the PR move of firing someone, right? Especially in Silicon Valley. Like they'll be like, all right, you're VP of strategy and development. but they'll give you no employees. It's the old there's a Japanese style of management that does this, where it's basically they put you in like a room, they give you like no responsibility, and you either just like lose your mind and quit, or like, I don't know, like commit suicide or something. So I guess that's what they did.
Oh, well, they still pay you? Because I got Balloons TV on my iPad. That takes a lot of time up.
It wouldn't work for you, yeah. It wouldn't work for us, but
you better take my iPad from me.
for like an executive like Justin, like I think he needs to be created and stuff. So now he's doing like VC memes and stuff. But I've been talking about this a lot. I'm really worried about the direction of Twitch. Like,
Some people are already starting to jump. A couple of people.
Yeah, especially if
they're jumping. They're jumping like off of a yacht to like a life raft, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
If you're a news streamer, maybe not. Like I've been thinking about that. Because
maybe not, but
discovery is so bad on Twitch, dude. It's so hard to get new people. Like for the entire time that I've been streaming, the number of times that I find, actually it only happened once, right? That we actually found someone followed the stream because they saw from the directory. If you're below like 40 viewers, dude, like you're donezo. There's no way you're going to get discovered. That's why I'm spending all my time doing like YouTube and Instagram and all that jazz.
Yeah. And I was on the Northern Line Super Show the other day, and they were like poking fun at like the Twitch staff in chat. And I was like, we were talking about the front page for some reason. And then Northern Line was like, oh, let's just go see who's on the front page right now. Oh, there's Ninja on the front page because he really needs that promotion or whatever.
Yeah.
Like something like that. Like, oh, they're really helping him to grow his channel or something. I was just like, yeah, that's the channel you need on your front page.
The extra 50 viewers will help him out a lot. Yeah.
It's just like, those people don't need it at all.
Have you seen?
Then again, I think the front page is absolutely like a joke anyway at this point. So
have you seen the updates to it? Do you have the beta of it?
Yeah, it looks completely awful. It looks like they stole it from Mixer.
Yeah.
And just made it more cluttered. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with it. I can't look at it for too long.
It's interesting that they might actually be setting up an algorithm where what excites me about this for smaller broadcasters is like, if you go into, okay, like Rust streamers you may like, right? The third guy has 11 viewers. The first guy has 802. It's Andy Milanakis, actually. And then the next dude has like 1,200. So they don't seem to be going off of like the number of viewers.
Well, they can't because they'll have all their affiliate people rage if they're not getting promoted somehow.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah,
that's like the lack of so I'm working with do you know Destiny? Do you know him well?
Didn't I meet him at the CLG house for a little bit?
Yeah, I pulled him in. That's right. Yeah. I remember that.
He was there for a little while.
He just got banned for like 30 days.
Nice.
And so I'm working.
Show his dick or something?
No, dude. He said the F word. Not fuck, but the other F word, like the.
That'll get you banned for 30 days.
30 days.
Did he say it at somebody instead of just in general?
He had a heated gaming moment on League of Legends. And he mentioned it. Yeah, that once. So Twitch updated the hateful conduct TOS, and if you do any kind of hateful conduct now, like if as a partner you're out for 30 days, and then after that it's a permaban. But if you're not partnered, if you're an affiliate or below, you're instantaneously permanently banned.
We live in such a different day and age because when I was growing up, every single one of my friends, that word was in their everyday vocabulary.
Yeah. And
I'm not condoning the behavior at all. I'm not saying we were right, but it was a much more tolerated thing. Like there was people have zero tolerance now. It's just weird. Like even if you're like a comedian, like a lot of people will have zero tolerance for you. And that's where I draw the line. It's like jokes, like things are funny, you know, that things are vulgar and it may not be right. It may not it may be making fun of a certain group, but that's their job. It kind of is to poke fun at everybody to get a laugh.
Yeah.
And when tolerance, it's like you're not being you're being accepting of one group, but this bleeds into politics too, because I'm not like a liberal or Republican, and we're not going to like go right into politics, but I don't like how one group can just know that somebody is of the other and they blindly hate them and then are like, you're wrong, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to like talk it out or just accept that they have different views and move on their life and be civil with each other. They like hate them just because they're even associated with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just like tolerance. There's no tolerance. We need more tolerance. But I'm not saying like everybody should be able to go do that and not get banned, but it's just crazy how the difference in 15 years or 20 years.
Or even 5 years with Twitch, right? Like since we started streaming, I mean, you could do anything on the platform. And I guess what's kind of scary about censoring comedy is like comedy has always been the vehicle to say the things that we're afraid to say in society, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And present them in a way that's like, I think of people like Louis C.K., right? Like where, like, I think like his platform is still, you're still able to do that. But if Louis C.K. was on Twitch, he'd be donezo, dude. Like you can't say anything here anymore. And then like the other thing that I think is kind of crazy is the like sort of like you watch John Wick?
Yeah.
Yeah, the excommunicado thing in John Wick 2 when like they like take you out of the Assassin's Guild. Like if you get suspended or banned on Twitch, that's how it is. Like you're excommunicated forever from the community. You can't show that person on stream. If you stream here, you can't talk to that person. Like I've been hanging out with Steven a lot, like off stream, just because I can't show him here, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that, I don't know, like I said, I feel like on a platform like this, it's almost like not their responsibility to police things that closely. It's kind of like you need to let people make their own decisions whether they want to watch that content or not.
Yeah.
And not like ostracize it, because at that point you're really like you're limiting people's freedom, I guess is the best way to kind of put it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like how rude people can say there's freedom of speech, and other people can say, yeah, but there's consequences. Your consequence of being an asshole shouldn't be that you're banned, but that people don't watch you because you're an asshole. And if you're being an asshole attracts other assholes, good. They can stay in your channel and not come in mine.
Yeah. And
then they're all hoarded in one place where they belong.
The other problem it creates too is like these really big double standards. So like you have some of the really large broadcasters at like 30K are busting out these words, right? And then you'll see someone like Steven get banned, but then in like the same day, maybe Soda will say it, right? And it will just go by. Mm-hmm. So like Twitch can't possibly enforce these standards as a equally, right? Like they have to consider they have to like consider like the strength of the channel. It's just a bad thing overall.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. But, I mean, he probably shouldn't be saying that. I mean,
no,
if I was giving him advice, I would be like, hey, man, you probably shouldn't say that, because it just
there's no
makes
positive.
you look like not a nice person.
Yeah.
And it's just bad language. And in our day and age, there's no tolerance for that. And I'm not saying there should be or not. I'm just saying it's absent, you know? So, you know, just watch your own ass. And, yeah, I mean, I regret having it in my thing. It was just so accepted at that time, like years ago. But I don't know, it's just a different day and age these days.
It is, man. Yeah, especially in like the West Coast and like Silicon Valley, like the culture there is rapidly evolving, or whatever you want to call it, changing to be like this much more like insular, like this is what's okay, this is what isn't type of thing. And Twitch, like, I really want, I'm still like totally on the bandwagon for Twitch to succeed. I don't think there's a competitor even anywhere close to like where Twitch is at, but like, something's getting lost in the translation. And I wonder if it's IRL. I've thought about that sometimes.
it's too many people are like it just has scaled
Yeah,
poorly, I
the
feel
scale is
like.
nuts.
And it's just like when anything becomes more mainstream, it kind of loses its identity a little bit, I feel like.
Yeah, especially when you have to hire so aggressively like Twitch did.
Well, all the departments, they just don't, there's like a lot of lack of communication between the departments. I used to could go to a con and I knew every Twitch employee there, every streamer there. And now if you miss one or two and you go, you walk up to the booth and you're like, don't know anybody.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like going to TwitchCon in San Jose this year, like I wouldn't know anybody there.
I mean, there's so many people that I just figure out who's going beforehand, you know, but.
Yeah, and you set up with them.
Just so many people that if you're like, even if I was trying to go there and network, which I kind of don't anymore because I don't know, there's just not as much value there because like I found that networking's great, but you actually have to build meaningful relationships for it to be of any help. You can go meet people. Like I've met Summit, I've met Soda Pop, and I've hung out with Giant Waffle. We hang out all the time at cons.
Yeah.
Have we ever done anything at home with each other? No. Like I haven't reached out and tried to do that, but it's just like different channels, different communities. You know, you got to be very careful with who that you're trying to, you know, bring into your community. And it's sometimes there's a good fit, and sometimes you just like hanging out with each other. And maybe you were going in for networking, and maybe that just isn't how it turned out. But you got to build a meaningful relationship and kind of be on the same page if it's going to be of any benefit to your growth. And for me, like I'm more there to find friends and people just like talk to than I am about like, let's grow my channel together.
Yeah.
So
especially since like you're spending so much time doing that, like already on your own time, right?
And that's not what everybody else is thinking or is their, you know, opinion. They're there to network, to grow their channel, to meet people, because that's what they heard. To grow their channel, they need to network. But there's different ways to go about it, and it's not going to help you if you're not actually building a meaningful relationship. If you're just trying to meet every single face that comes across, because you're just going to end up going to cons and just partying with everybody and going home and being right back where you started.
Yeah. Do you think it's worthwhile to like actually actively engage people and be like, hey, like, do you want to like play games like once you get home? Like, is that worthwhile, or does that come off as like leeching? Like, what do you think?
It's rough. It just depends. I feel like what usually happens is I'll have dialogue with people at home through Discord or whatever and stuff. And then if a game comes along that I think we'll both be happy with, I'll maybe
reach out,
propose something. But it's not like, I feel like there has to be a continued dialogue and just like a natural friendship kind of thing if you're looking to do that.
Yeah.
And people are also just very busy and wrapped up in their own channels as well. So it's tough. Like I do stuff with Richard because we get along really well and we know how each other operates. And I did something with Ello the other day because we're really good friends. But yeah, I mean, I know like 100 different huge streamers, and I probably would never play games with them unless they specifically ask me to. Like I just wouldn't reach out to them because I don't think it would be like the best fit from our communities and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about a lot is so like I've been doing, I don't know, like I've been really enjoying like when I started broadcasting and like all the way back, like I felt like I had to be like a game streamer. But with like how Twitch has evolved and just sort of the kind of like personality I have, like I just like talking to people. So like I spend a lot of time just like going over issues or just like talking to people and stuff like that. And I'm a little bit like self-conscious to reach out to people, be like, hey, like come chatter. Like I did with like, I was a little bit like, fuck, I really want to just like talk to you. Right. Like, like regardless like of whether I'm on stream or off stream, but I didn't know if like asking that kind of thing is like, I don't know, like a little bit like disingenuous. You know what I mean? For like other people, like you and I have been friends for fucking ever, but yeah.
I mean, I got asked to be on someone's show the other day and they haven't even followed up, even though I told them yes. And I really didn't know them that well. And I kind of just felt like they wanted me on there because I'm more popular than they are, I guess. Like, not like in a mean way. I'm just, my channel's a larger audience. Maybe not more popular, wasn't the, that kind of sounded kind of douchey.
Yeah.
But
that, it didn't really.
my channel was larger. So I kind of got that feel just because I've only had maybe one conversation with him, and maybe that would, I don't know. It's hard, man. Like, it's like a whole social game. It's like it's literally like playing Big Brother at all times.
Yeah.
Behind a computer. And I don't want to feel like that all the time. I want to, the people that I want to care about, like, are ones that are genuinely my friends now. And when you go to cons, like I said, that's not the attitude of everybody. So you got to be very careful about the new people that are approaching you, and kind of like feel them out and stuff, because a lot of them, they just want stuff from you. You know,
Yep.
that's the only value. They just want value. They don't want to be your friend because they like your personality and because they like your community. It's because, like, what can they do for me?
Yeah.
And that's most people's opinions, and that's not how I operate. So when you go to cons and there's all these new people, it's almost just like, oh, fuck. Who's going to try to talk to me and get me to, like, be on their show or whatever? But when it's like a friendship that I've known somebody for years, and then obviously that's fine.
When I was on CLG, like, fuck, this is actually pretty crazy. So, like, I went from when I was broadcasting full time, I joined CLG, and all of a sudden, so many people that never cared about me before and never sent me messages and never did anything started messaging me, started contacting me, started hitting me up for stuff, like, in a very sycophantic way. Like, dude, how you doing? Like, oh my God, like, what's going on? Like, this is so cool, like, to talk to you and stuff. And then right when I leave CLG and all that, like, just immediately that all disappears, and, like, nobody contacts me anymore. It was like to the point where I was getting like 20, 25 emails a day. And then at the end of it, it was like zero. It's zero now. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm always gonna treat you the same, whether you're the CLG.
You always did too.
The
You
CEO
didn't
of
change
CLG
at all, dude. Like, you're always.
I will literally not ask you for anything
Nope.
unless I really need help. Like, I don't expect anything. All I expect is for you to be my friend and to talk to me if I, like, am panicked or need advice or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
of
just
course.
normal shit. So, and I, that goes both ways, but that's the thing. Like, you can see who those people are almost instantly as soon as you're in that new position, and it actually, like, hurts your feelings. Like, it hurts my feelings a lot of the time. And that's why it took me so long to even date Lisa, was because I thought she was gorgeous. I'm like, why is this gorgeous girl talking to me? She must want something from me. Let's be super careful with this one. And I almost fucked it up because, like,
really,
I was acting so disinterested because I was so guarded. And it took me a long time to drop that shield to realize that she was genuinely interested in me and not just, trying to get in real quick and get out and pull some viewers or whatever.
No, she actually really likes you. Yeah, she always has.
I would hope so.
She definitely does. She always has. Yeah.
We have birthed a child. So.
Yeah. At this point, if it's all a ruse and, like, 5 years comes around, it's like, so this is just for me to get a bunch of viewers. Thanks, dude. I'm out. Like, what the?
Like, our bloodlines have, like, joined together and shit. We're tied by the strings of fate forever now. Unless I'm just a shitty dad and, like, go to the store and never come back one day.
No way,
Should
man.
never happen.
No
Yeah.
way. No, I miss talking to her too. She's a really cool girl.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Because I haven't seen her in a long time. I think the last time the last time you were able to get away from like everything was maybe that E3 that we did. I'm not sure. Have you been to a convention on your own since then? I'm not even sure.
Well, I'm typing a quick apology to my mom.
Oh yeah, take your time, man. I'll email you if you want. Yeah. Or just no, I mean, there's something to be said about it. It is true.
Sorry.
Like, no, no problem, man.
Send her a Steam message. Hopefully she'll get it next time she logs on. I'll probably go over there tomorrow and just talk with her. Maybe I'll buy her a present or something. I don't know. I hate buying people presents when it just feels like I feel like I'm in trouble too. Maybe I'll wait a week and get her a present.
Yeah, dude. By then she'll forget about it, and you'll be super in, dude.
So I feel bad because it came off like bad, and I didn't mean it to. I'm just really stressed out. So if you're still listening, Mom, we love you. I love you. We love you.
Just explain, I mean, what you said about her afterwards, where you're like, no, like, she's literally my hero in this. Like, just tell her that and you'll be good, dude. I know that's what the truth is, too.
It's just I don't want to bother her, asking her to do shit. So,
man.
But what were we talking about? What do you have a question when I was typing? You're talking about cons and relationships. And...
I thought that the last time you could get away from your it sounds bad, get away from your family, but like the last time you were alone at a convention was I think E3 with us, right? With me. Is that right?
Lisa was there for that.
Was she?
Yeah, she was at the house.
At the CLG house? I thought only you came to the CLG house.
No, she went and did something else.
She did something else, yeah. I know she was there.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause she was like, I've been to esports house. I know how they are or something.
She's not wrong.
Like, okay.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
I remember. Okay, yeah, that's right. Well, that was nice of her.
Yeah.
To do that. That's right. Fuck. Yeah, dude, I got kicked off main menu.
Wait, what?
I mean, I didn't really talk to them for like four or 5 months after my baby was born. I just didn't have time, and like, I don't know, man. And then I guess they just kicked me off without even telling me.
That does not seem like advantageous to them to do that. like
it's fine, and I did. It goes both ways. I could have messaged them the same way.
Sure. But, yeah. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Yeah. So like, the CLG network kind of like broke up because like Casper joined the CLG network. He's still on the CLG network. I think Morag might have left CLG. I'm not sure.
I don't without somebody that believes in them and willing to like kind of push things along, I don't see much value.
No, there's no way that a Twitch team is ever going to do anything like productive unless you have someone that's actually like managing it and like actually pushing it forward.
Yeah, and that means like actually the problem with having a manager for people like that is the manager actually has to have enough power and motivation to actually like schedule people to do things specifically and not just kind of be like, what do you guys want to do? I'm here to work for you. It's like, no, we're kind of working for the manager, like to make them happy. It kind of has to be that kind of dynamic instead. Or it just doesn't work. The manager really has to take the reins and be like, look, this is what we're doing. This is the direction we're going. I've got you scheduled for this event. Are you guys interested in doing this? I've been talking to these people. Like, they have to be very proactive.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you heard of that person, it's not gonna work.
Have you heard of EDI, the offline TV managers? It's like Lily Pichu. Let's see, like who the hell's on that network? Pokemon. Is that her name? Pokimane, yeah.
Yeah,
I actually know it.
I've seen that person.
Yeah, like Skara, Skara's on it. EDI is like killing it lately. Like, they're like a crazy influencer group. It's like a group of like a full business of like 8 to like 10 employees that are just like full time like helping those streamers. They move them all into a house and they all just do content together. It's pretty crazy. Have you seen any of this?
Idea. I have not seen any of it, but moving people into a house. See, the house thing doesn't work, I don't feel like, because it causes drama. People may have different, things that they want from living together, like cleaning habits and stuff. I feel like it'd be like better to have a streamer block where you have like several houses, but everybody's got their own like territory where they're not having to worry about walking outside in the hallway and seeing some guy passed out on the floor or something.
Yeah,
I feel like that would work way better.
The content, for whatever reason, with offline TV works like insanely good.
Those are some big names too.
They are, yeah, but like a couple of people kind of like got involved in that and became like super big as a result. And I just think their specific personalities just jive really well. Lily and Pokey are just like insanely good content creators. And they like just sort of bounce off each other, and and then like EDI like gets them all the deals and stuff like that. But yeah, for main menu, like you just can't. Like I feel like with that team,
I'm not even salty, dude. So
yeah, I know. Like, well, why would you be? I mean, like you've never really been beholden to them for anything, right? Like you've made your own way. Like you built your own community. You did your own thing. Like nobody can say that you didn't find your success completely on your own. Which is not true of a lot of people on Twitch. Increasingly, maybe it's impossible now to do what you did, or very difficult. And like, main menu's kind of issues are sort of a function of their inability to, they're kind of like halfway, like, and they're in like the dark dimension halfway, the negaverse, where like, they want to do management, they want to be a serious team, but they don't want to really dedicate the time because they're streaming like 10 hours a day, and they never really wanted to like hire a CEO or like pool a bunch of money together.
They're even doing now either, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been out of that for so long. They could be doing all sorts of crazy shit for all I know. Cause
probably not, but maybe
they could be. I don't know.
Like,
if you're not actually like able to make content with each other and it be good, and I feel like especially being in person, a lot of people like that. Then it's rough to find the value. Like, sponsors, you don't really have to lump yourself together as a group anymore to find sponsors and stuff. You have like your management groups that a lot of the stuff comes through. You're like one or two, or you're directly dealing with the developer and they already have like an idea of what they want. So it's just a different ball game now too.
It is, yeah. The reason you'd want to be on a team is like if you wanted to do like collabs, I think, like a lot of collaboration. Yeah, if you're like a smaller broadcaster and like you're trying to come up, like doing collaboration, I think is probably the best way to grow on Twitch right now.
I would love to do some more like multiplayer stuff, but like in person and in content creation. I just don't have the video editing skills. I would need like a little bit more creativity. Like I got a platform that I could launch it on, but I don't have any more time for work and coming up with ideas for it. But I like would love to just show up and they'd be like, all right, this is what we're trying to do today. And then, do my thing. And then the video's uploaded the next day. Like, that'd be great.
Yeah, I've tried to create a system like that for the YouTube that I have. So like I'm trying to do like pretty consistent stuff on that YouTube. And that's kind of how I did it. Like I had to look for a long time, but I found like a fantastic editor who just like pulls a lot of the stuff that I do like normally on the broadcast. And then like we do some like extra videos. Like we did like a Moonlighter review video and stuff. And like we do like review videos on games. I think it's just about like finding the right person that can help you with your channel. And yeah, not being afraid to pay for it. Like, dude, like, do you have staff? Do you have anybody you pay like to do work on your channel?
I got one YouTube guy and he gets $75 a week to like just upload my VODs from my stream and tag them and stuff. And that's about it. I told Alaric if I ever like become a millionaire or hit enough money where I can support a employee, he's the first one I would like grab. I would like move him out here and I would just have him like sit next to me on a computer, and then I'd be like, hey, Lisa needs help with the baby. Go hold the baby for a minute, or run to the store and get me some markers to write on my face, like whatever. Just, the thing is like, I need a nanny, a maid, and like an assistant.
Yeah.
And I was thinking if I just combine all three of those together and just get a robot slave, that'd be perfect.
A Detroit Beyond Human android style dude. Like, yeah.
I just need one. One, dude. I'm not greedy.
Like,
I just need a robot slave.
For you, like I really think you should have like 3 or 4 like contractors, just like people who are like doing YouTube or like, and then like in life, like someone that comes like once a week and like cleans and like someone that takes care of the kid, like you'd be able to free up so much of your responsibility, it feels like.
Yeah, I need somebody to balance my budget first and be my accountant, and then figure out logistically if it makes sense.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I have so Kat still runs her bookkeeping business. I've always tried to convince her to get into like doing stuff on Twitch and stuff, but she just does local stuff. She's amazing though. She does like all my finances, like figures out where it's at and stuff. Like
yeah.
I'm willing to take like a loss for a while. Like I'm definitely spending more money on my YouTube and like on my channel than I am like making money, cuz like right now like if I'm not doing anything, like I'm usually chilling at like, you know, like anywhere between like 50 to 75 viewers. And so like if I'm spending money per YouTube video, like that's a loss, but you know, I'll do that just because I think it'll have a greater net return later.
Yeah. We just basically like how we run things. We just kind of get whatever we want and we try not to overdo it. And then we look at the bank account couple of times a month to make sure we have money in there. That's like, yeah, I need to like count up all of my monthly expenses, and we have like zero, I would say, fiscal responsibility at the moment.
What do you mean?
As far as like budgeting and making sure we're not just spending $1,000 on food or something, you know, a month or whatever. It's I'm just not good at that stuff, and Lisa's too busy. She already does everything. She pays our bills, she takes care of the kid during the day, like she does everything. She cleans, she does laundry, dishes. I take the trash out on Wednesdays. Woo! And I stream.
I wonder if I couldn't talk to Vix about it and she would have an idea. I'll talk to her about it and see what happens.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, because that's it makes a surprisingly big difference. Like, dude, I know like down to the dollar. Like, it's like, okay, you spent like $36 more than your average on groceries. Like, yeah, or like another good thing is like that gets ahead of you is like monthly reoccurring costs. That's like a weird thing you wouldn't expect, but like if you sign up for something,
what I hate.
Oh yeah, like if you sign up for something like monthly and then you forget about it, and then like 6 months later you're like, fuck, like I spent like
exactly.
I spent like $200. Yeah, she's always like,
I hate those.
She's always like, cancel this stuff, dude. Like,
those are the worst. I got like a Crunchyroll right now.
Yep, we got
like an extra gym membership that we got to get rid of, and every time I bring it up, it's like a fight. Because it's like I keep bringing it up, but it doesn't keep getting taken care of.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like the like $49.99 charge or something that's just like hitting you, and you're like, oh, what? Like,
yeah, like a vast antivirus once a year, $150, and I'm just like, why?
That's crazy.
Why,
yeah.
Vast? You piece of shit. I don't even know if you've actually saved me from a virus before.
Probably not, right? Like I don't think so. I think does Windows 10 get viruses now? Does that even happen?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah.
Keyloggers and shit.
Okay.
But it just doesn't seem worth the money.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I would I feel like I would like be the first person to make that mistake and download something really bad. I go to all kinds of really dumb websites and stuff like that.
Thanks, Big Papa Boston.
What do he say?
He says, yeah, that is shite money management. I'm not broke. And we've been tightening up lately, but the thing is, it's like we're either like all in, we just buy whatever we want, or we don't buy shit. And then every time one of us buys something, we're like, why are you buying something? So it's like all or nothing. Just like my diet. It's either like I eat like shit or I don't eat. People are like, have a cheat day. Cheat days fuck me up.
Yeah. Every day becomes a cheat day.
What I'm missing.
Every day becomes a cheat day if you have a cheat day, dude.
I know. I'm like, oh, I've been so good. I'll just eat another hamburger tomorrow or today or whatever.
But you said you lost 15 pounds?
Yeah, I was at 276 and now I'm down to 264, and I've been like lifting weights too. So I've put on some muscle, which I know is weighs more than fat.
Yep, it does.
So I would guesstimate, since I'm down about 12 pounds, but maybe about 3 pounds different in muscle, because I mean we do push day, we do pull day, and then we do leg day. I've been trying to go at least 3 times a week, and then I've been doing cardio, Beat Saber, and stuff in between.
Damn, dude.
And I've been trying to like do like Beat Saber a lot more, and then my thing is like I can't cut out all my sugar because I have to drink my Madrina's coffee because A, I'm sponsored, and B, I like it. Then I don't cut out sweet tea like when I go out to eat on meals, because I normally drink water, so I'll drink some sweet tea every now and then. But other than that, like I try not to eat bread. I try not to eat anything fried. I do mostly grilled chicken stuff. I try to stay away from, pizza, hamburgers, anything fried.
Yeah.
Usually I'll do like salads, grilled chicken, turkey burgers. Like I'll like cook a turkey burger in the pan and like put some cheddar cheese on it and like eat it with no bread and like just dip it in ketchup or something. Just little things like that. And like I'll go to Subway, I'll get like a turkey breast sub with wheat and like some cheese. Like I don't cut out everything that I know I should.
Yeah.
Because if I was going hard, I'd cut out cheese, no sweet tea, none of that. But I feel like since I am exercising and working out and I'm watching my calories and I'm not going over in calories, that it's okay if I eat, like a little cheese on my sandwich, or, have a coffee or whatever. So, and I'm losing weight slowly. It's not as fast as I would like, but the slower I lose it, as long as I'm steadily losing it, the better I'll look at the end, because I won't just have like a bunch of loose skin hanging around and need to go get surgery.
Yeah, you don't want to do it like super fast. What's been working for me like really well is intermittent fasting. I wonder if this wouldn't be good for you, because you would save time by not having to eat a meal.
Yeah.
Like
I try to only eat 1 or 2 meals max a day, sometimes 1.
What I'm doing right now is I'm doing like 20 hours not eating and then 4 hours of eating. So I'll usually eat between like 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. And then I'll I'll completely not eat for like 20 hours. And like actually the biggest benefit of it was I like that not having to do lunch. Like I wake up, I don't have breakfast, I don't have lunch, I just get into what I need to do, and I don't have to worry about anything until my day is like kind of over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my only problem is I get hangry.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't I have like a big lack of energy if I don't eat sometimes, and I'll like get lethargic if I don't eat that long, because I feel like I'm borderline diabetic.
Really?
Which is another reason why I need to lose weight. I got like a fatty liver and stuff, and like the next step after that's like diabetes. So I'm just doing better for myself. But honestly, there's like 2 main reasons that I want to get in shape. And one is so that when my son is actually old enough and aware to see what his dad looks like, I don't want to be like a fat, lazy piece of shit that is unhealthy. I want to be a good example for him so that he lives healthy and has a good life. And doesn't have to deal with all the shit that I did growing up from being overweight, because it's not fun. And the second reason is I want to get on Big Brother.
Are you serious?
I'm fucking serious. That's like it's my only dream I have left.
Only dream I have left? What do you mean?
Like, how people have dreams in life? Like, I want to go to Japan or sail the fucking Nile, or, go to space. Mine's like just to be on a shitty reality TV show.
What does it take to get on Big Brother? How do you do it?
You just send in a video when they're doing their casting, like a couple of months before the season. It's just like a 3-minute video, like about yourself and shit.
Have you done it?
Or you can go to an open casting call, but I heard it wasn't as good. No, I don't. See, the thing is, like, I don't want to do it until I'm in good shape.
Okay.
Because there are physical competitions in the game. And if it comes down to you thinking that, you're going to get voted out or something and you have to win a competition, I don't want to go in there with all these like personal trainers and, super athletic, swole people and then just get my ass kicked. Like, I'm very competitive.
Dude, some of these people are ripped on here. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, man. So I'm trying to come up a little bit. But the show itself is kind of like, it's edited very cheesily. Yeah. But to me, it's the ultimate chess game of like Like, this is the ultimate social chess game when you're in the house, because you're trying to backstab everybody, but also get them to like you so they vote for you in the end to win. And I don't even want to win, dude. I just want to get on there and fuck with people. I want to be the chaos factor. I just want it to be funny and me to fuck with people. Like, I want to steal people's socks and like flush them down the toilet and shit, and like pour honey on people's pillow and spread rumors that just like make everybody super paranoid and stuff. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, winning would be great. I just don't want to be voted first out. Well, I just think it'd be a fun life experience. You can go in there and be like whoever you want. You know, like,
will they let you do it, or is it like very scripted and stuff?
It's not too scripted. Like, production, they definitely have like their sway. But for the most part, they'll just let you be entertaining. Like, I know a bunch of people that have been on the show.
Yeah.
But it's like, production will definitely, like, for example, if there's somebody that they know is good for the show and gets them good ratings, and they're like being threatened to go out, you'll like see a competition, and that competition will kind of be like geared towards that person's talent sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if the person's very physical, they'll do like a physical competition where they can save themselves or something like that.
Okay.
But there's still a chance that they'll lose. And they also, I think, maybe influence people a little bit in like the diary room sessions where you go in and talk to them one-on-one and they get like clips for the show and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it comes down to like you and your charisma and how well you play the game with other people socially, and then how well you do in the competitions as well.
This guy that won, Ian Terry, this guy doesn't seem to be like
super nerdy, super fan of the game. Yeah, he's a fucking genius though. But he's one of my favorite players. He played in the season with Dan Giesling, his second season. You know Dan Giesling?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, Dan won Big Brother.
Really?
He won his first season and he got second place in his second season. He's never been voted out.
Damn.
He's a fucking beast. He's like a charismatic beast.
I'm trying to like understand the format of the show is so they're completely cut off from everything. No phone, television, internet.
Yeah. They only interact with the one person in the diary room, which is like a person behind a camera asking them questions and getting them to say like, you know, like little catch lines and stuff. I can give you a basic rundown. There's like 16 people. It's 3 months long. They go into a house. It's more like a warehouse kind of a deal with like a studio in it.
Yeah.
They have a backyard. They have no internet, no phones, no contact to the outside world. They don't have pencils or papers or clocks or anything like that. They have like a chessboard, a Jenga board, a pool outside, some workout equipment, like very, very limited stuff. They basically just have each other to like talk to and interact with for 3 months, cut off from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And once a week, they have what they call a head of household competition. It's called an HOH. And they all compete for an HOH position. The HOH gets, first off, a bedroom upstairs with like spy cams with no sound, so they can like look around the house and see who's like where and stuff.
Whoa.
And who's grouped up with who.
Yeah.
And then the room is the only room with a lock on the door. They have their own personal bathroom. Everybody else shares one bathroom downstairs.
Yeah.
All the 16 people share one bathroom.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
They get immunity for the week, so they can't go home, but their duties are they have to put 2 people up for eviction. So they have to pick 2 other people in the house that are basically on the block, which means the rest of the house votes who they want to stay and who they want evicted for the week. Once you win the head of household, you cannot compete in the head of household competition the next week.
Okay.
So there's another competition in the middle of the week called a veto competition, where the 2 people that are on the block in the head of household get to automatically play, and then the other spots are randomly drawn from a bag for who else in the house gets to play. And the power of veto lets you take yourself off the block, and then the HOH has to replace somebody. If you win the veto and you're not on the block and you use it on somebody, both of you are safe for the week. So it gives you like a chance to get yourself off the block. And then there's eviction night, and that's when they vote to kick somebody out of the house.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And then once they get down to like 10 people, everybody that gets kicked out goes to jury, which means they're sequestered in a house, like somewhere in LA nearby or wherever it's at.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed contact with anybody, but they just keep adding more people and more people until they're down to 2 or 3 people. And then they like will have a discussion, and then they'll vote for whoever after like a final talk with the interview with the 2 people, like who they want to win, kind of like Survivor style.
Okay.
But so it's basically like you're like a spy in the fucking house, right? Like everybody's a spy, and everybody's trying to backstab everybody and get away with it and make themselves look the best.
So everyone's trying to be everyone's friend, sort of.
Kind of, yeah.
But at the same
But you also make alliances with people, and you have to like, it's all about like trust and who can you trust and who's lying to you and who's trying to manipulate you into doing what they want you to do.
Yeah.
Which that's what I like about the game. I don't care about the reality part. I don't care about the people, where they're from, what they're doing. I care about what their strategy is and what their tactics are to get people to like them and to get people to keep them off the block and stuff like that.
Do you
I just think it's like the ultimate chess game of people.
Do you think it's like legit, like really authentic? Like they're really keeping these people in this house and like they can't get out and stuff?
Yeah. The thing is, dude, the reason I like it is because unlike Survivor, there's a live feed. You can go on CBS.com right now with all access, the all access pass, and you can go see what the people are doing in the house right now. 24 hours a day. It's just like Twitch, but the house is rigged with cameras. And like they'll turn it off every now and then. They'll be like, "We'll be right back."
Yeah.
And then like they'll put the fish tank up for like a couple of hours. Like they'll do that during some competitions or like when they're cleaning, or I mean, when production's like having to talk with them and stuff. But for the most part, yeah, you just see them hanging out. Like you can watch somebody be in the backyard talking to somebody, and they'll be like, "Yeah, Susie's a bitch, but you know, I like Jen. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go inside and go to bed." And then you'll watch that person go inside the house, and they don't go to bed. They go into another room with other people. And they're like, they're talking shit about you outside. You know, like you basically just see how they're like working each other.
Wait, so will you just like watch the actual CBS feed sometimes and not even the show, just to see what's happening?
Yeah, and you also get like if you watch the live feeds, you get to see what's actually going on and not what's being like edited a certain way.
Yeah.
Like they edited this one guy that was like completely fucking sane, huge liar, basically stalking this girl in the house, and she didn't even like him. They edited him to look like a patriotic American hero in the TV show. And like on the feeds, he's like literally obsessed with this girl in the house. Even after they vote her out, he's just like, I wonder what she's thinking of right now and stuff. And you're just like, this guy is fucking crazy.
This must have so many like, dude, like, what's the ratio of, is it 8 guys, 8 girls?
I think generally, yeah, and they usually will have like a mix of ethnicities. What they do is they typecast, so they'll have like a country girl from the country, and then they'll have like skater dude from LA or surfer guy, and then they'll have like athletic guy, and then they'll have nerdy guy, like gamer guy. They'll have a gay guy on there, you know?
Oh man, this sounds like a shit show.
I'd be the gamer guy, obviously. That would be my typecast. Like last season, one of the guys that I knew that was on the show, he said that they made him wear his glasses. He doesn't even like wear his glasses just to make him look more like a nerd.
Yeah,
because that's like the role they wanted him to play in the house, pretty much.
So with your working out, you're gonna be the ripped gamer nerd.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the all-in-one package. I'm the super fan, the gamer nerd, and I'm gonna be in shape. And most of my motivation, besides my family for getting in shape, was just to be on the show. So it's actually already changed my life. I got a great story for it. I mean, like,
that's awesome.
I have a great job, an interesting job. I've got like, I'm into the show. I know about it. I think I have a pretty good chance. I probably have like a 1% chance, which is still pretty good.
Maybe higher. I mean, like, so like, is your plan like to get to a certain point and then to literally just like apply?
I'm gonna see where I'm at when they open up the casting next year, and hopefully I'm to that point.
That's legit.
That's the dream. That's the dream. Besides, you know, doing it for the family and for myself, obviously. I would say getting in shape, though, top 3 hardest things I've done in my life. I would say, I would say streaming's top 3.
Yeah.
Trying to get in shape, and then probably like being a dad.
Just like the general process of being a dad.
Yeah, just the daily in and outs and responsibilities.
Yeah, getting in shape is really hard for some reason. Like the only way I was really able to do it was I went to a lot of classes. Like at CLG, I had this routine where I would wake up at 6 in the morning every day, and I would be in yoga by 6:30, hot yoga, and then I would go to jujitsu in the afternoon on my like 1 hour lunch break. And like at CLG, the days were like 7 a.m., 1 hour break, and then like to 2 a.m. Like usually we would end like 2, 3 a.m. Like stuff would start kind of calming down. If there wasn't like an emergency and like someone didn't put their face through a door, or something wasn't actually physically on fire, or like a player had a meltdown or a team had a meltdown.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like the difference between my life then and my life now is like so fucking crazy, bro. It's just a completely different world.
Yeah.
Like I got up at like 12:30 today. Like if I had gotten up at 12:30 at CLG, like I would have been like there would have been people outside my door like Frankenstein status trying to kill me.
Yeah, I used to sleep till like 3 p.m. every day.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah, you did for like a long. What time you get up like in the mornings now?
Yeah, between 9:30 and 11 almost every day.
Shit. Okay. that's
crazy for me. I used to go to bed at 6 a.m. when the sun came up.
I remember we used to have those like we used to talk like all the time from like 4 a.m. to like 7 a.m.
Yeah, back when I was a scrub at life, which simpler days. It really makes you just like having a kid makes you realize how much you have taken for granted your entire life, and it also makes you appreciate your parents and all the bullshit you put them through your whole life too. It really does.
Really?
And also, I used to be the guy that was like, if I hear a crying baby in a restaurant, I'd be like, why the fuck would you bring your baby to a restaurant and just cry like that and da-da-da-da. And now I'm sitting in the restaurant and my baby starts crying and I'm like, please don't hate us. We just want to get out of the house for like 2 hours.
You just want to like leave, and then like like the baby on the airplane thing where it's like, what else am I gonna do with this thing? Like I can't put it in the cargo container. Like this is it. Like
I just feel like an asshole my whole life now.
Yeah, dude.
Like I used to hate babies, and now it's like, please don't hate me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be with the real people for a little while, not in my house.
Oh man, but I bet if you could I bet you would like just you wouldn't give it up for the world, I'm sure.
No, now that I have him, you know, like there's no way. He's way too cute and he'll just melt your heart with a smile. Like seeing him happy, like it actually it brings me like actual joy. It's so hard to explain. It's like even more than video games, which have always been my those have always been my greatest joy. And now sometimes I'll feel guilty when I'm coming to sometimes I won't want to stream because I'll be like, I want to spend time with my son, but I have to go stream. Like, and that's why I'm late some days.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is actually crazy. I mean, like it's crazy for me because I've known you so well like before that, right?
I know.
And you
man,
were like, I mean,
so
I
different.
remember we were sitting in Seattle in like a we were sitting in Seattle, we were having lunch together, and you're like, I'm not streaming, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm not even sure I could even handle like life right now because I'm like away from my community. Like I wonder what they're thinking. Like you remember that shit?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, I have. And, you know, I'm still super passionate about streaming and super
definitely.
grateful, but I've like come to a realization that there's definitely more in my life that I would like to experience than just being in front of my computer every day. And it's those moments that I'm finding over the 6 years that I'm looking back on. And like I said, the memories that I'm making with my friends and being out of my house and doing stuff and like experiencing life that are the ones that I'm finding that I've had most joy in.
Mm-hmm.
And not that streaming's not, but to me it's like streaming's awesome, but it is my job, and I feel like if I had a regular job I would hate that so much more, and I'm super fortunate. So. But and I'm not saying that I don't want to stream, it's just like I have more of an appreciation for stuff outside of it than I did before.
That's
yeah.
good, dude. Like, because the people that don't have that are getting really messed up. Like like when you get to our age and like they're still like, yeah, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna broadcast for like 10 or 15 hours. I'm gonna have no life experience. Like, oh, dude, it like no
you
family.
Think you have to do that at first, though, and the reality is you don't have to do that to still be successful once you've hit a certain point.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
I mean, I've put my time in for 3 years, for longer than that.
Longer than that, yeah. Mm-hmm. And like so you were doing like 10-hour days for that amount of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
day. At what point do you take a step back and you're like, man, I just want to go to the beach for a couple of days with my family, or go by the pool, or, let's go see a movie together, or go out to dinner, or go to Vegas and see some shows or something. Like, there's so much more. And not to say that, I mean, video games are awesome. I still want to spend like 90% of my time doing that. But like every now and then you need a fucking break.
Yeah.
And it really just recenters you too.
Yeah, I feel like people wouldn't have to put the time into streaming that they did to become successful if they just like focused a little bit more on like creating quality content versus like just, it's so fucking easy to like go on a broadcast and like click the start streaming button and just play a video game,
And that's the rut that I'm talking about that I'm in right now, because my limit of time is I'm like,
you at least take a lot of you at least take a lot of time to like interact with your community and like talk directly to them and like
of course.
Yeah, like you've always been like all about your community, like one of the best community broadcasters on Twitch, and like that I mean like the people that like expect to be successful and just like hit start streaming and go, like it's just not gonna work. Yeah, it's
well, and I can get away with that to a certain extent just because I have such an awesome community, but it took time to build it. And I used to do a bunch of crazy shit all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're like trying to grow your channel, then definitely you have to think outside the box. You have to be unique. You have to bring in something to the table that everybody and their mom isn't doing.
Yep.
Like, do you remember back when sub alerts and like follow alerts and everything, that those weren't even like a thing?
Oh my God.
I was one of the first people to have one of those, and now it's like you could start your stream up with 0 people and you have everything.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that, dude. That is actually crazy how like back in the day, like having like a subscriber message was like insane.
Yeah, it was cutting edge, like the thing that was new, that was cool, and now it's standard. And because it's so standard, it makes it ununique. And and it's really hard to just keep innovating and finding new things like that.
Yeah, now
I have this new thing on my channel that's like a band wheel.
What's that?
And it's a digital wheel that pulls 10 random names from chat, and I spin it, and whoever it lands on, I just ban for 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay, I thought you said you just ban them forever.
Not forever. But I'm like, we got to sacrifice you to Lowcore for good luck this run.
Does that
everybody's
like what on
everybody's like, ban me. They're like begging to be banned in chat, and I'm like, we're gonna let the wheel decide.
The wheel has to decide. That's actually such a good idea.
Yeah. And then I got another one to spin if I want to gift a sub. I can like flip it and whatnot.
Oh wait, how does that work? Like it's you can you gift them the sub?
I gift them the sub.
That's cool.
Which well, I'm supposed to, but usually what happens is I'll spin it and I'll be like, all right, talk in chat so I can gift you a sub. And then by the time they talk in chat, someone else has already done it, and I have to spin it again. And I'm like, motherfuckers, you're stealing my subs. Like, let me get one in.
They already subbed for you, yeah.
Yeah, I think that happened like 15 times today. I kept trying to spin it. Somebody was like, nope. And my button will be spinning, like the purchase button will be spinning and processing.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, nope, you cannot do this payment.
You can't do it because someone beats you to it.
How did you beat me? My internet sucks or something.
They're using like high frequency trading, like to like sub instantly, like to go underneath your sub.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. It's insane. I'm like, guys, I'm not even trolling. Like, I'm trying to sub them as fast as I can. I started just typing their name into the browser instead of waiting for them to talk.
Yeah.
They're still beating me. And they can hear how fast I'm typing. Like, I don't know. But so that's a fun little thing, but it's just hard to think up stuff like that to, you know, keep your stream fresh for everybody. I think that's one of the things Co does the best.
Oh,
is
dude.
Have all these little gizmos and gadgets and giveaway systems, and
Co is like,
it's ridiculous.
That guy's production quality is like out of this world.
Yeah, and he did it right. As soon as he started blowing up, he invested in people and built a team.
Yes.
And I'm such a pussy, dude. Lisa says I'm like a leprechaun hoarding my gold. But that gold is our future if anything happens.
You got the beard for it, dude. When you grow it out, you got the leprechaun beard for sure.
I'm like, I'm not hoarding my gold, and I wouldn't be a leprechaun. I'd be a dragon, okay? Because dragons hoard gold like Smog, okay? Fucking leprechaun.
Fucking like,
a pile of gold that I'm deep under for the century.
Lisa's a fucking savage, dude.
She's like, you're like a little leprechaun hoarding your little gold. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're the leprechaun. You got like your hidden little bank account that you got your subs dropping into every month.
Co Carnage is killing it, dude. That guy is I'm terrified of that guy because I'm thinking I'm probably gonna move to morning streams, and that dude is a spooky dude. Like,
he's kind of dominant.
The stuff that just he got to like 400 concurrents and just started hiring people. His production quality got better and better and better. He has those animated backgrounds. He has custom donations and subscriptions for every single one of his streams.
Yeah. He pre-plans his games ahead of time.
Yeah.
Get emotes made for them.
Yeah, separate. That's right. He has separate emotes made for him too. Yeah, that guy's a beast, dude.
Yep. It's pretty nuts. I don't know how he does it all because he has a new kid too. I'm like,
he does.
Like, this motherfucker got to have like 10 butlers running around and shit in his mansion.
Well, his wife has to be stay at home. I think she right.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, she is. I think Lena, is that her name? I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also has like 3 cats and like a dog.
He's got horses.
He has horses.
He has fucking horses, dude.
Why?
I don't know. I guess Lena likes him.
Like on his property?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. My
He's got
aunt,
like farmland or some shit.
My aunt has the internet. But my aunt has has horses, and it takes like so much time to take care of them.
I bet.
Yeah, that's like
I don't want a fucking horse.
A horse is like 9 humans and like 1 animal.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. It's crazy.
It's so much
They
work.
got like their feet. You have to put like nail their feet on and shit. No way, man.
Feet on. Yeah, you have to like feed them a ton, clean up all their stuff, make them run around. Like,
imagine if like the equivalent. Imagine if we had to like super glue our shoes to our feet. They have hooves that they just get nails fucking like. That's gotta suck for them. I don't know. Why
do you have to horseshoe horses anyway?
I don't know. So they don't hurt their little feet.
We need like the one person who's like a horse expert. like, well, you see, like, this is why. Like,
Alexa, why are horseshoes necessary? She doesn't know shit, by the way.
Wait, do you actually have it, Alexa?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
She's a bitch.
I'm not sure. What the fuck? How is she not sure on that?
I don't know. I asked her some question the other day, and she like gave me the history of Germany, and then she was like, "Did that help or answer your question?" I was like, "Fucking no, it was way off."
Why do horses wear shoes?
The hooves grow and will become burdensome. They're like fingernails. Oh, you found some pimpin' horse hooves.
The pimpin' horseshoes.
It's like gold or something.
Yeah. Wild horses don't wear shoes and don't need them. Okay. But why do... Oh, maybe it's like due to workload? Or maybe it's due to like having extra weight on them. I'm so confused.
I don't know. I always thought horseshoes are pretty weird.
I can't believe Co has horses. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's I don't even know, like, if I had as much money as him, I don't even know what I would do with it, man. I would still stream. I would probably maybe take 2 days off. Definitely only stream 6 hours a day. And then if I wanted to go somewhere, I wouldn't have a problem taking time off, obviously.
I think that's what a lot of like the soda like type people do now is they basically like kind of stream when they feel like it. And like you said, like you get like that viewership and then you can like hold on to it. And then like, yeah, they just kind of like chill. Most of them don't spend their money at all. They don't do anything. I mean, they're kind of like streamer gamers.
In Japan, and he seemed very timid about buying some shoes.
Who was that, Chance?
It was Soda Poppin.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you could buy like 50 pairs of those shoes and be fine.
He hasn't changed that much. Yeah, he's like, I think that's good too, that like streaming doesn't really change a lot of people. Like I'm a Cutie Pie's like that too. You know, he doesn't spend anything. Dude just got married on a whim, shows up in his fucking shorts and a t-shirt to the wedding. Did you see that?
No.
I'm sure this is on his Twitter or someone, if they can find this picture. This is ridiculous. Oh, fuck, it's just gonna be. Oh, okay, yeah. He never tweets. So this picture on my stream right now, like that's straight up Michael Santana, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like
I want to go marry Lisa, but I made the mistake of taking her to my friend's wedding, and now she's like, I want this for us. I was like, damn, I could have just had her marry me in Vegas real quick.
Oh yeah, you could have. Wait, I actually thought you guys were married.
No, we're engaged. We've been engaged since the second TwitchCon.
Yeah, I remember. You guys did the engagement at the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like honestly, marriage is just for having on paper, and it makes finances a little less complicated. I feel like I've already married to her. I've made a bigger commitment by having a child with her than.
Oh yeah, that's true.
In my eyes,
you're kind of a step above. That's actually really true.
And the only thing I don't like people who are like also judgmental about having a kid but not being married. Like I just think that's stupid. So it's literally just like a human construct that we've made.
Yeah.
And it was very important for like in our process of civilization for families to be like that, and then like it was a big deal to like join families together because there was like power and stuff in that.
Yeah.
But in our day and age, it's much less, I feel like, relevant. You know, I mean, it's not irrelevant, but it's not like Lady Haberdashery is marrying Sir William, you know,
and it's like uniting two kingdoms. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It doesn't have the same weight like that.
It's all like it's all about like symbolism now. Like Kat and I, we went forever without getting married. It got to the point where it was like ridiculous, and like probably like around like year 10 or 11, you know, it was like at that point it was my lack of like inertia, I don't know, like that was delaying it, and then like finally like we just stopped by a ring store and bought one, and now we're like on the way, and it feels like so much better to be going in that direction. Granted, I don't have the kind of like commitment that you do to Lisa with the kid, right? Like,
well, if you had a kid, you'd just be like, let's just go fucking lock it down.
Yeah, that's a totally different dynamic. But it's kind of crazy. Like Cutie Pie, when you think about it, like, I'm almost positive they didn't do like anything contractual or anything. Like Cutie Pie has millions of dollars and just like married her like, you know, like on a whim. That dude's just zero fucks, dude.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's definitely the girl for him. She was in the Dignitas house when I was there working with him like years and years ago. They've been together forever, and like they got a weird relationship. Like they scream at each other, and like, but like when the chips are down, dude, like he'll do anything for her. There's this old clip where their cat died. And she started screaming, and like, dude, like Michael was like off the computer in like a second, stream over just to go take care of it. Like, he really cares in the end.
Yeah, I always tell a bad story about him on my stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he did GripX real dirty one time, but I guess They're just saying it's his personality, and he's not socially. I'm not a social butterfly, basically.
He probably didn't even know he was doing it.
Grip met him and took him to the Twitch booth because he was asking about like if he could get him Twitch swag, and he got him the swag, and then he didn't like thank him or anything. He just kind of like walked off after he got it.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah, so I guess that could be just like a social thing you don't quite grasp. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It came off really rude at the time. I was like, wow, there was like no appreciation or anything like that, but it could just be like a lack of social understanding.
I think so. Yeah, he's gotten like I've watched him when he talked to his team, like when we were when I was coaching Dig, dude, like he would piss people off so freaking bad. Like he's just talking like a normal tone and just like wouldn't understand why they're offended, but they're like, he's like, you're just complete I shouldn't like tell these stories. This is like stuff we should talk about offline, but yeah, like he was like he'd go in hard on someone, dude, and they just like tilt 144p degrees, dude, and then like it would just go on and on like that.
Yeah. He didn't know. Nothing against him. I have told that story on stream several times.
Yeah, he's a nice dude. He's just different. He doesn't have that kind of like realization of that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll own up to my shit. He's probably a nice guy. He rubbed us the wrong way that one event. Because Grip was really excited to meet him and stuff. That was before Grip was even like a streamer.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Grip still streams, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen him. I think he's at like a weird schedule that I think he's really like involved with a lady right now. I don't know how he gets with the ladies.
Yes.
He's like all in, with the ladies.
Okay.
I still live in Memphis. We're actually doing a Memphis Twitch meetup Saturday, which should be pretty fun. It's our first one ever. We actually have like a community that's kind of like budded here that on its own, like without me, and then I kind of like came into it, and there was already like 30 or 40 people kind of interacting with each other, which is how I met my real life friend. That's like I'm going to the gym with and stuff.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Yeah, because I've always felt like Memphis was really like kind of like backwater. Didn't really know about Twitch and video games as much, like the majority, and people are starting to kind of like wake up and come together a little bit. So probably gonna have like it literally could be anywhere between like 30 and 100 people, because I also told my stream about it and invited everybody.
Yeah,
so some people are driving like 10 hours for like a 6-hour meetup. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Whoa, that's actually insane.
I said, nobody sleep in your car, please, in Memphis. It is dangerous.
Is it?
Yeah, don't sleep in your car in Memphis. You're gonna get fucking mugged.
Wait, really? Is there like a lot of crime there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's just
anywhere. Like, I live in a great neighborhood, but there's a park. Lisa thinks we live like in the ghetto or something, but we don't. It's a very nice neighborhood, but we have a park about a mile away, and I guess like they found some people shot in their car in the morning.
Whoa.
Or something. Like in the park at overnight, somebody had been shot in their car. It was probably like a drug deal or something, like meet me in the fucking park by here or whatever.
Did you ever figure out
I don't know what it was.
Did you ever figure out who was moving your trash can?
No. But they put like this like timed gate on the park now that closes after a certain time, so you can't even drive your car in there anymore.
That probably makes it easier. Yeah.
If it was the ghetto, we wouldn't have the fucking gate a week later.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, shit.
No, there's no way that's the ghetto, dude. Like, I don't know though. I've never been to Memphis. I got real close to going because I was going to go to a St. Jude thing, but I got tied up by something at CLG. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Oh, you should have come to the St. Jude thing. Could have come over and hung out at my house.
Well, I still can, right? Because there's
whatever
happens every year, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be bringing people on the same scale, but if you haven't even been, then you're high priority on the list. They try to bring new people in.
Yeah, I think they would, but I might just come down and chill sometime too, if that's cool. Like,
that's fine. Just give me a heads up. We have a guest room and stuff.
I could take care of Hunter for a bit for you.
You can
play games with him or something. Yeah,
you can try.
Yeah, I could try. I'd probably be horrible at it. Yeah.
He's actually really good. He usually only gets upset when he's sleepy, hungry, or like he always wants something usually. It's very rare unless he just feels bad that he's like just crying and whining. So
yeah,
it's just kind of like a puzzle figuring out what he wants sometimes.
Because he can't talk, so you're like putting it together, like what do you want this time?
Like there'll be like signs, like when he gets tired, he gets really fussy and pissy, and he'll start rubbing his eyes, and his head will like, you know, I don't know. You get used to it.
He has like signals.
Yeah, I just feel bad because I guess it doesn't matter upstairs. You won't really hear crying too much unless he's in the living room, like when you're trying to sleep. I just get worried because it's like it's so much different when you're a parent. Like I spend a lot of time worrying, like, am I bothering people that aren't parents? Are people gonna like me less if my kid starts crying around them and not want to hang out? Even if they don't say it to my face, like some subconscious thing, you know, where they're just not gonna want to be around me more. Because I feel like when I was single and wasn't thinking I was gonna have kids, and there was like, you know, people with families and shit, I really didn't have much, I would say, like, not sympathy, but I don't know what the right word is. I didn't understand exactly like how it was to be like that. And it sucks sometimes because it's almost like you're in a different group of people than like single people.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Non-parents.
Yeah.
It's not empathy. It's like non-parent groups.
Yeah, because there's just
like,
such a difference. Don't know how it is. In like, no, like I totally agree. Like it does seem like that. Like there's no way that I could like really know a lot of there's just so many dynamics that change, right? Like like you were saying about actual responsibility, right? That's like a big one where it's like this is something that like if you do not feed this tiny human, it just dies, right?
Yeah, it's like if you don't pay your electric bill, your shit's turning off.
Yeah.
It's not a response. I always thought responsibility was like keep your room clean. Like responsibility is if you don't do it, shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna do it tomorrow type of shit.
I'll feed my kid tomorrow.
You have to do it. You have no choice. You actually have no choice, or you're gonna be fucked.
Like I'll feed my kid tomorrow, no problem. All good.
Like I have a totally different definition of responsibility now. I never had responsibility my whole life, dude. Like
I know. Yeah. It's really cool though that like the impetus like fuels you to actually go work out and stuff and like and to like be a better version of you, or it seems like it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I wasn't getting any smaller, and it was like to the point where I was getting so unhealthy that I noticed some physical things were becoming harder, and then it was like embarrassing to me.
Yeah. Like
fitting into a booth to eat dinner and like my stomach's touching the fucking table and I can't push it back.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
And now even with the 15 pounds I've dropped, I like that's not a thing anymore. You know? Like even reaching around myself, like to my back and stuff, like it's way easier now. I just noticed like little things becoming easier.
I mean, 15 pounds is a bowling ball, right?
It's
like you're not.
I didn't notice it at first, but now I notice it a lot.
Oh actually. Yeah, like you're not carrying that around, dude. Like that's like a huge difference in like your everyday quality of life.
Well, it's not even like losing weight. It's like once I started exercising, I woke up muscles that I haven't used in years.
Yeah.
And I was so sore, almost to the point where I couldn't move the first couple of times I exercised. But then now, every time I exercise, it's like a little bit less sore. And when I do even get like sore, it's just not as bad as it was. Like it's good when I get sore because I know I'm breaking down the muscles and stuff. But I was almost incapacitated. And then I noticed once I heal and I'm not sore, I have so much more stamina. And like you just make a little bit of progress every time. Like I can lift things and it not be as difficult. Like carrying the baby carrier around, I used to have to swap it back and forth between hands, and now I can just like man motor it into the car, and he's not getting any fucking lighter.
Yeah,
you know. So, and it's just like I feel like my muscles were almost like atrophied from not using them for so long, for like 6 years.
They were probably.
And now I have muscles, and it's weird because like I can feel them in my body. Like
yeah, you can feel them like all the time. Like one of the crazy things with fitness is like. What's that?
I can flex them and move them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
It's
they
like,
weren't there before.
even in like basic ways, like how you open a door, or like how you like everything like goes into like that kind of fitness. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm really excited to just. It's almost where it's almost. I've made it like a game kind of with myself, and that's
Yeah.
how I find in life that I do things better is when I make kind of like a game out of stuff. And it's kind of like my game is just like my body and how much I can push it and how well I can do. And before I didn't want to move at all, but now I want to see like how much I can do. Where if I have a limit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a way different mindset. I've changed so much. Like, it's a little scary.
I can tell, man. Like, I think, I mean, from.
I hope I didn't change too much where people don't think I'm the same person that, you know, they ended up watching 6 years ago.
Nah, dude. I mean, your community is testament to that. How many people you got that are sub for 60 months and stuff like that, right? Like, probably tons. Like, yeah, like, no, you're still you, man. I don't think you can ever get away from that. But I think it's like you moving towards like a kind of just like something I always say, like a stronger version of yourself, you know?
Yeah, that's what I would like to be, as a better version of myself. But like a lot of that does come from wanting to set a good example for my family and stuff too. So
if that's the motivation and that's what makes you do it, then just as good as anything else. Like,
I've almost never in my life been about taking care of myself and doing things for myself. It's always been about, like, the only reason I ever wanted to be successful and have a good job and make money was to make my parents proud.
Yeah.
It wasn't to like, because I was ambitious, right? I just wanted my parents not to be disappointed in me. Like, the reason that I'm lived my life so unhealthy and got so big was because I don't care about that.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't care about myself like that. So it's really, it just fits like the typecast kind of, to where I have a family, and then now that's the reason I want to get in shape for them, to be a good example, right? So it's kind of just like a theme in my life.
Damn, dude, that's really cool. Like, you feel like you live.
It's self-destructive, but I figured myself out, I guess, and I can use that to kind of push myself in the right direction.
You feel like you have like a responsibility to like the people around you to like live better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing. I don't want to disappoint the people around me, but I've gotten to the point now where it's not just like something for show. Like before, when I was on a diet with Lisa, when we like wanted to try to diet and stuff, I would go to Subway, you know, to get us like some healthy sandwiches, but I would sneak a cookie.
Yeah.
And or something. And or I'd buy a Twix at the gas station. I would just, nobody's gonna find out about this. But now it's like I go and I look at that cookie and I'm like, man, I really want that, but I'm gonna be so disappointed in myself if I eat that. Because I've worked so hard at the gym this week that it'd be like throwing all that hard work away to like eat that cookie.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's just different.
And you see like Hunter like growing up, and like you have a certain image of yourself that you want him to sort of like envision you as.
Well, I just don't want him to follow my example if I'm unhealthy. Like, I just want to set the path, be like, this is the way you're going to increase your like lifespan, and just, you're going to live a happier life, I feel like. Because growing up unhealthy and being like, growing up overweight actually very negatively affected my personality and my self-confidence. And I always shrugged it off and tried to act like I didn't care. Like, it's always been like the thing, like, I just don't care, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, it actually like severely cripples your self-confidence, and like wouldn't make eye contact with people, didn't want to talk to new people until I was 25. I always felt I was being judged. Just like very little self-confidence. And then when I was interacting with people at school and stuff, like and if you got bullied and shit, it just made me it made me want to disconnect from people more. So I just feel like growing up healthier and making those right decisions is going to just make you have an easier time with all that than I had. And I don't want him going through the same shit I did with like weight issues, right?
Yeah.
because it's really and you know, it's not just overweight people. I realize like there's some people that are really skinny and they have the same like body issues. You know, they wish they were a little bit more athletic looking or could put on a few more pounds, and they're super subconscious about being skinny, self-conscious, not subconscious.
Yeah, I trained a lot of people at CLG that had that problem because they kind of fit the profile of like the sort of like 120-pound like gamer nerd, and they were trying to like eat 3,000 calories a day to get up. Like everybody has those goals, and like that's sort of ideal persona, but it feels like it's so much more powerful coming from a place where you want to channel it so that your family is better off. That's a really cool thing, and it's not something that I completely understand because like I've always done self-development like by its definition for myself, right? And it seems like such a more powerful motivator to have a kid and be like, I really want this little dude to like have the best example possible.
Yeah, I don't want his first memories of me like that he can actually, you know, remember just being like fat dad. I don't know.
Fat dad.
Yeah, like dad's fat. Why is mom so skinny and dad's so fat? Like, shit.
Do you plan to put him into
donuts?
Do you plan to put him into like any like classes or like fitness stuff early on, like stuff like that? Have you thought about that?
I think we're just gonna like watch his diet mostly and encourage physical activities, whatever interest they take. Hopefully he'll like something physical.
Yeah.
Because with me, I really liked laser tag growing up, and that was about like the most physical thing that I did.
Dude, I played so much laser tag. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's hard. Like we're just gonna try to encourage him whatever he likes, I guess, and just promote eating healthy and not just overdoing it, not overindulging. Because that's my big problem is I like to eat too much. I overorder food, and
yeah,
I don't know.
I have the same problem, bro. Like, dude, I'll eat like I
want to try everything.
That's why I had to like start intermittent fasting because like I'm like I can only eat one meal a day because if I eat two, it's just gonna be too much food.
And
I'll go nuts.
I feel like the times that I do go and like go to a restaurant or something, like if I'm on a trip or something and we go eat at a nice restaurant, I feel like I do appreciate that food a lot more too, since I don't get it all the time every day.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like a treat for myself. You know, it's like a reward and not, I don't know. It's just, it like tastes better too. Because you're so used to eating like oatmeal and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
wow, this steak is great.
if you stay away from sugar, especially like when you have some, it just tastes like freaking amazing.
Sugar's crack. I hate it.
It is, dude. That's like my my great Achilles heel is sugar.
Anything with caffeine, I have to have a shitload of sugar with for it to be like satisfying for me. Like my tea, my coffee. I can't drink like black coffee. And that tea we had at your place was actually pretty good though.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
That was probably like the only tea I've ever liked that didn't have like sugar in it.
Yeah, you get what you pay for, right? Because some of that stuff's like $120 an ounce, but like it's super good. Yeah, like
I didn't like it. I wouldn't drink it either. I'd be like, dude, this shit's nasty.
You would
like,
be, yeah. You would have been honest with me. I
like,
remember
I'm glad this is your thing, but
you do you, but
not for
yeah.
me.
I'm really glad that I remember thinking, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad you like this because it was like really important to me.
It was good.
Yeah, like it was so funny how many like hundreds of people like I introduced to tea that way, like dozens of people at least, like going through CLG, because I always had that tea going in my office. It was super cool.
If I got really big into tea, I would have to get one of those single burner things upstairs, because I'm not gonna go downstairs and boil water like every time or something. I don't spend much time up here anymore though. Like, this is probably the most I've spent on my computer after a stream in a while.
Really?
Usually it's like I'm only up here for stream a lot of the time now, and then I'm downstairs with my family otherwise when they're awake.
Yeah,
so, I don't know.
Green tea is a good habit, man. I mean, like it's really good for health benefits, really good for reducing weight. There's a lot of amazing stuff that it can do, and it's pretty cheap too. Like you can get like a setup and like have it all done. It's like there's like some pretty easy setups. If you're ever interested in it, like, dude, I'll Discord you everything. I'll send you the whole thing to get into it. And then, how far are you out from Chicago? Are you close or far?
It's like 9 hours.
Okay, that's a long ass way. Never mind.
Maybe 7. I think it was like 9 to Rockford, which was an hour and a half out of the way from like past Chicago. So
for some reason, I thought you were way closer to Chicago because that's where I actually order my tea from. There's a Chicago store.
Well, we lived in Chicago for a while.
I remember. Yeah,
Lisa was there from there.
But yeah, if you ever want to get into this, dude, I will send you I will write out step-by-step instructions, dude. Like it's a really cool hobby to have. Like, and it's really peaceful. It's like better than like popping out a couple of beers and stuff. I don't know. You've never been a big drinker though.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
So not really a drinker.
Yeah. Like it's just it's nice to like replace like. Do you still do like any kind of soda or anything like that?
I do my Madrina's coffee.
I mean, that must not be that bad for you, right?
Well,
I mean, look at the macros.
The ones I drink aren't. Like, I drink the double dark roast, and they're about 100 and what are they? 120 calories for a can. But if you go up to like the mocha, they're 280 calories a can. But I always make sure I have room in my calories for one. Yeah, that's my favorite, the double dark roast.
Yeah.
Because they've got like double caffeine in them, so they're kind of like equivalent to like an energy drink, but way healthier because it's all naturally brewed. There's only like 6 ingredients in that motherfucker.
Yeah, there's nothing like weird, and you're only getting like 15 grams of sugar, and it looks like it's pretty naturally sourced.
Yeah, the only thing in there that I didn't know was pectin, and apparently that comes from a plant, and it's just to make it so they don't have to shake the can as much.
Okay.
To like get it, I guess, all mixed up and stuff.
Dog, the 180 milligrams of caffeine in one? That's a shitload of coffee, dude. That's a lot of caffeine. Like, oh my God.
That's what I like to drink before stream.
Dude, how many milligrams in a cup of green tea? I think it's like, 50 milligrams of caffeine in a cup of green tea. So you're having like 4 cups of green tea in one shot. And then how many milligrams of caffeine in a cup of coffee is like 80 to 90? 95.
That's their highest caffeine one right there.
So it's like literally 2 cups of coffee, or no more. It's it's like a little bit over 2 cups of coffee.
I wonder how that stacks up to like a Red Bull, because I was drinking Red Bulls before I got sponsored by Madrina's, but the Red Bulls would actually like hurt my liver. Like I could feel my organ in my body like an hour after I drank one, and it would be like agitated. It wouldn't hurt, but it would be like, hey, I'm not happy with you right now.
Yeah, you want to stay away from that shit. It's not good for you.
It's really, it's bad. It was bad. So swapping the coffee, like I don't get that anymore, actually. Which
no, it's like pretty natural.
People can say sell out as much as you want, but I love the shit, and I don't have to drink Red Bull anymore.
Yeah.
So to wake up. And I much prefer cold brew too to like a hot coffee.
Yeah. I like it too. Like hot tea is like my go-to still. I still do that like almost every day. Yeah.
It's just like a lot more effort than just going to my fridge and grabbing something out of the fridge. So
yeah, it's true. It takes like good like maybe 5-10 minutes of effort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
don't like warm drinks.
There's like 50 grams of sugars in a Red Bull. That's like crazy. I'm looking at it now.
Compared to what, 15 Madrinas, you said?
Yeah, it was 15. Totally different. Depending on what Red Bull you have, like I guess this one's like the more extreme one is like, damn, that can't be right. How much is that? 78 grams?
That's fucking crazy.
Good.
I've never actually like compared stats before.
God, dude. Like that's insane. Holy shit.
So my coffee has more caffeine than the Red Bull, but less calories and sugar.
Yeah, they're cheating a little bit
and
though.
It's natural.
Because they're using some other energy stuff. They don't have taurine, it looks like, but they've got.
Oh, usually they have taurine in there.
That's on like the monsters and stuff. That's like some serious crap. But they're infusing your body with Bs and like vitamin B, and that's getting you like a huge influx of energy. And nascent too. Yeah, you're way better off, dude. Like by a pretty big margin. Did you say
there's niacin in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked. My friend took a bunch of those once trying to cheat a drug test, and he turned literally red and said it felt like his skin was on fire.
Really?
And it lasted for probably 18 hours.
Nice.
He might have had an allergic reaction to it, now that I'm thinking about it, but he passed the drug test, so.
Oh, this is a vitamin B3 compound. Yeah, so they're just like overloading you with vitamin B to get you.
I think the niacin, basically all that does is help the stuff in there get into your bloodstream faster, right?
Okay.
Or that's what I thought niacin did, but I might be completely wrong. I'm not a fucking scientist, so.
Liver problems, stomach ulcers, changes to glucose levels, muscle damage, low blood pressure, heart rhythm changes, and other issues.
Oh, fun.
Well, oh man. And you're having that every day. It's like 100% of your daily value. I guess I'm not getting sponsored by Red Bull anytime soon, dude.
I was drinking one of those before stream every day, like one of the little cans.
Holy
just
shit.
To like wake myself up and get like a little energetic, you know, because you don't want to just sit there and be like, ah.
Yeah, that's like dude. I started like some days are like that. Like I start off my stream that way today, where I was like, I don't know what the hell we're doing, and I just like watch YouTube videos and shit. Like,
I was looking for somebody to raid, and I was like, I don't want to get somebody that's not going to appreciate it, and I don't want to get somebody that like already has 500 viewers, where it's not going to help them that much.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my buddy's on. I don't know what he's doing, but let's just raid him.
Thank you so much, by the way. That was like, that's such a, I mean, you know, like that like goes down to the bottom of my heart when you do shit like that, dude. Like you've always been so good to me in that way.
Well, no problem. You actually been streaming a lot more.
So. Trying to, yeah, I'm trying to like, I think it just, it's like a little bit different, like what I'm doing. Like I'm like more having like kind of discussions and just talking with, but it seems to be working. Like it just seems like people want to talk, and I really like when people are bringing up stuff in chat and there's like discussions going, and I just like chill.
I feel like the game was always secondary in your channel a lot of the time. Your discussions always kind of moved away from the game, unless you were specifically trying to talk about it, like League of Legends or something, and be informative.
Yeah, I feel like I resisted it.
Streams.
I like resisted like having the discussions, and now like I'm like actually embracing it because like that's like what I really want to do, you know?
Yeah.
I would just like I love to talk to people just in general and just like ask them questions like shit like when you're talking about like how you've like evolved this sense of responsibility and like me knowing you, that's like so fascinating to me. Like I love hearing that. Like I'm not sure like if I need like something on the screen, like if I should like play like Agario or something like while stuff is happening. Yeah. Like I don't know. Yeah,
it's been interesting. I don't know. Some aspects of my life have suffered from the changes, and then some have greatly improved. Trying to find just the balance. It's all about life's all about balance.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm empathetic to like the kind of like stressors that are going on, but it does sound like just like overall the realizations you've made and the quality of life that you're experiencing as a result of it is like really high. Like I think chasing life experiences and doing them in like the context of your family is like a really positive thing. I'm super glad you're going this direction.
Yeah, I got to figure something out to do with my life.
Just like
I feel like making a good child to continue my legacy is probably really, it's like top priority.
If nothing else, just like you've been such a close friend to me for so many years, just to see you happy and like to see you connected with like people that love you is like so cool to me.
Yeah, it's kind of its ups and downs. This is where Lisa comes to the channel and she's like, wow, and then she's not on the channel.
Yeah, that was a meme, but it'll probably be fine. I mean, the way that you've talked about her, I think it'll be okay.
I think Lisa should be waking up the next couple of hours, probably.
How come?
She's on some crazy schedule. Well, she had only had 2 hours of sleep last time I saw her before the middle of my stream. Yeah, man, she likes to game and stream, and she does that when Hunter sleeps. So sometimes she goes a little too long, and then she gets up at 6 a.m. with him. And it sucks because, like, I would totally help her with that and get up with him and do that. But if I don't get 6 hours of sleep uninterrupted, I can't stream.
It's the same with me. Yeah.
Because
I can't do anything.
I'm going to be grumpy. I'm going to be have no energy, it's just not going to be good content. I'm not going to be myself.
Have you been losing
sleep?
sleep?
Want to get off the whole time and sleep.
Have you been losing sleep since you're a kid? I mean, you have to have, right? Like,
not that much.
That's crazy. Wow.
Because Lisa.
Oh, Lisa's like carrying it.
MVP.
Yeah. Does she like have to get up?
Sleep has suffered greatly.
Does she have to like get up in the middle of the night?
Yeah, like several times.
Oh, dude, that's so hard.
And I've offered to help a lot, but yeah, she knows I can't stream. Like if I am doing that all the time.
Well, she's also always been like a go-getter. She sounds like she's probably like this kind of sounds like the type of thing where she's like, look, I'm just going to get this shit. We're going to get it done. Like you do you, but like I'm doing this.
Well, like I said, I give her naps a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like when I wake up at, between 9 to 11, usually I'll give her like 3 or 4 hours of sleep around then if she's been suffering, which like I said, that's what sucks is because I want to use that time. Like it upsets me sometimes because I want to use that time with her. I want to spend time with her too. It's not about like not wanting to watch Hunter. I love spending time with him. It's like I want us all to spend time together.
Yeah.
But she has to sleep too, so it just sucks because we don't all get to spend time together.
So she gets up in like a couple hours and Hunter's sleeping right now?
Yeah, he'll wake up 2 or 3 times to be fed and then go back to sleep. He sleeps for usually about 10 to 11 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
And then he'll nap about 2.5 to 3 during the regular daytime.
That's crazy.
Which seems like he's asleep a lot.
Yeah.
But when you have to get sleep, 6 to 8 hours, and then you're trying to also do a job, and you can't do your job unless he's sleeping. Because when she streams, it's like during the middle of my stream, or he's already asleep.
Oh,
because
okay.
obviously, yeah. So she'll get on like around 8, or sometimes later. Sometimes she'll like sleep and then wake up at 3 and get up and stream.
Damn.
And then just get off when he gets on.
Her schedule seems bananas.
The thing is, like, I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
Because I want to be there and help more, and that's why I want to like get a nanny and shit. Because she wants to be able to stream. She wants more in life than just being a mom.
Yeah, of course.
She's always been a job, or she wants to have something.
And that's probably where the nursing stuff is coming from, right?
That is for sure.
Yeah,
indeed. And I support that. I just want to make sure it's not going to put more stress on us, our relationship and stuff.
Of course, yeah. I think hiring at this point is like such a good idea. Like finding a person that can help you with this, dude. Like you guys are both like, Lisa's always been like a go-getter, like professional type of girl. Like you got your stuff and like a lot of stuff to do. Like it makes a lot of sense to delegate here.
I just don't want it to be like, oh yeah, we got a nanny, guys, and then people in my chat be like, oh, fucking need a nanny, you can't do it yourself, or I don't know.
I mean, first of all, fuck them.
In the back of my head.
But second of all, like, no, I don't think so. Like, I think most of the people that are consistent in your community will know how hard you're going at it, I bet. And and like your community has grown with you too. Like a lot of those people probably have kids themselves now and probably like completely understand it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I do have some other parents in there that are sympathetic. Fuck Twitch chat.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some guy in the back yelling.
There's always going to be, dude.
For pussies.
Ever since I like started going on Steven's show and like talking to him a lot, I've had so many people like write whole Reddit threads about how shitty of a person and stuff. I've never had this kind of negativity except like when I made like bad mistakes on CLG or something. I had like a lot of people that would reach out, but like now it's like constant, dude. There was like my favorite one from like last week was like Mylixia is just a fat, what was it? Mylixia is a chubby bitch who gives bad fitness advice. And I was like, let's go.
Yeah, I had similar issues with like Northern Lion and his community at first. Like I think it probably took me 2 or 3 years to finally get like accepted in that group of people by some of his audience. because I made the mistake of going to his YouTube one day and looking at one of our podcasts that we had done, the comment section. And it was like, the first thing was like, oh, it's Cobalt Day. Guess I'll skip this episode or something.
Yep.
And I'm like, holy shit. Like, and it was like, what? It was like, I fucking hate when Cobalt's on the NLSS and like all this stuff. And I'm just reading it. And then some people are like, come on, guys, he's not that bad. Remember the gargoyle shit joke? That was funny. And they're just like talking about me. And I'm like, oh my God. So I wrote like a 3-paragraph comment on his video, like apologizing, being like, I'm real sorry if you guys don't like it.
Did it work?
I treat this day, I don't know. There were some people that came out of lurking and were like, fuck these people. You know, they were like this about Nick and about this other guy, and now they love them. And there's all like the positive people are the less vocal ones, and they're not going to speak up until they're like provoked as well. You know, like, so I wrote this apology like, hey, you know, I just kind of treat this as like an off day on my channel to play some games with friends and hang out. You know, I'm sorry if you don't really like the content. Like, that's not my, you know, intention or whatever to like ruin it for you guys. I just really like playing games with my friends, and it helps me do something different than normal on my channel. And now, though, I have people come up to me at conventions and be like, oh, hey, I love you on the NLSS and da-da-da-da.
Oh, that's so cool.
And, like, I'm accepted in that group, I feel like, more now. So
yeah. Maybe it just takes a while.
It took a long time. It took a long time.
Huh. I just tell everybody that doesn't like me in Steven's community to go fuck themselves. Maybe I should write like, like an apology letter or something. Well, I don't have anything to apologize for. Actually, fuck those people.
Yeah, I mean, I just was, honestly, I was pissed, but I was trying to make them feel bad. So that's why I wrote the apology.
You're just like, a nicer person.
I'm not going to rage on them. I'm going to make them feel like the biggest asshole in the world instead. And kill them with kindness.
It seems to have worked. If like, that's cool that people are coming up in conventions and being like, oh, hey, like I know you from here. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's a good feeling. Like, I finally feel like I'm getting in there. But yeah, I feel like it definitely could take some time to, just depending on who you're trying to do stuff with, to kind of get accepted by everybody.
Yeah, Steven's community is really unique because basically the way he runs his stream is a 24/7 debate channel, literally to the point where it's like, come into my Discord and argue with me about something and I will beat you. That's how he runs his stream. And so like the kind of viewer that generates is like very interesting indeed, right? Like it's like a it's like a but the good thing about it is that like they're usually really inquisitive. So, like, they'll kind of figure out your expertise in something and be like, so I get a lot of questions about, like, what do you think about intermittent fasting? What do you think about, like, this aspect of physical fitness or meditation or things like that? And that keeps chat going a lot. I really enjoy, like, when people ask me that kind of stuff. But they're also, like, super critical of, like, oh, dude, when I say something that is, like, really bro-science-y, like, I had one, like, a couple days ago where we were talking about if you should go see a doctor, like, for checkups and stuff. And I said something like, well, I don't really go see doctors because I do a lot of work on my own. Like I do blood tests and I do a lot of fitness stuff. And it was just dumb because it made it sound like, yeah, like I like know more than a medical professional. And I just got booty blasted, dude. I got BTFO'd like all throughout the whole chat because of that. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, I'll say something just joking sometimes. And they'll be like, you're such a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm just kidding. I don't really think red is blue or whatever. Like,
I love how I tell this story a lot to people. I was telling this story to people at CLG. I'm like, I've got this one friend, and every single time someone trolls him in his stream, he tells them to fight me at PAX.
Yeah, I do that.
And they never ever do.
Nah, they're little bitches. It's fine.
He's like,
they probably don't want to fight me at PAX now. I've been lifting weights and shit.
Cobalt's just like, fight me. I'll be at PAX, bitch. I'll be at PAX West. I'll be at this booth. Fucking fight me. They never do.
I'm gonna get shot in the face one day.
Maybe.
I don't think anybody will ever fight me with fists. So
no,
I might
dude.
get shot or stabbed.
It's actually so funny. Fight me at PAX is legendary.
I'll fight him though. I'll fight him.
I know you will.
I don't care if I lose. I'm gonna hurt you a little bit.
No, I know you would. Like the truth is, like none of the Twitch trolls, like they have no substance to their own life, so they're just projecting it onto their anger onto you.
Yeah, I actually had one guy DM me, and he was like, "Hey, I just wanted to apologize. I was like one of those people that used to really trash you a lot on NL stream, and I just realized that I was really unhappy with myself, and
oh wow,
like I'm really sorry about it and stuff." And I was like, "Cool guy, I've never seen or talked to. Like, I'm glad you've come to the self-realization that you were an asshole, and we're on better terms now." Like,
damn, that's really cool. Yeah,
but that is cool. I like when like people have those like moments of introspection and stuff.
Do you do the unbanning thing where like you unban everybody every once in a while?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to go back and ban a few of them though, because they do come back and they're still dicks.
I did that. I did the unban before I started streaming again, and I got a couple people that came back. They were like, "Hey, man, like I was like a total dick, and you banned me, and now I'm here." And I'm like, "Oh, sweet," and it's like totally fine. I haven't had one person come back that was like, "Bleh," like like some like say just some crazy shit. Like I have a thing in my chat like where like just I have no rules. Like anything's okay. You can link stuff. You can do whatever, and it works out for some reason. I think only because of the size of the channel right now, though.
Yeah, my bad thought for sure the next time I came here I wasn't gonna be a mod anymore because I banned that one guy.
Wait, what?
Because you were like, yeah, who banned him? Oh, we don't have rules here. Yeah, don't ban him. It's fine or whatever.
I don't even remember.
He posted you were talking to like Destiny or somebody in here.
Yeah.
He had posted like, I'm a Twitch admin, like you have 10 seconds to like comply before you're banned or something. Some meme. And I was like, this guy's like impersonating like a Twitch staff. I'm just gonna hit him with a ban or whatever to 10 minutes. And you were like, what the fuck? They can post whatever they want. I'm like, okay, dude, let him fly, dude.
Oh shit, I didn't know it was you. Okay. Yeah, like it would take I used to do it a lot. I used to let's see, remember yesterday? No. I said that the next time that I saw Hotshot, I'd unmod him, not Cobalt. I said Cobalt and Scott can stay because those guys are like a long way. So we were talking yesterday and we were saying how like I basically like didn't need mods anymore because my channel was like either too small or I don't know if I really ever did need them. And so like I removed like pretty much every mod except like the people I've known for like the longest amount of time. Who are the current mods in the channel?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Some of my mods do so much shit for me. They do bot commands and they set up my Discord and they do programming for me and so much shit. And then obviously we do ban. We don't allow everything in my chat. I ban if you have so many bigger
problems though. Like you have like legit trolls. Like you have like
every now and then.
Yeah, you have like legit issues. Like I think I'd have to reconsider too if I did that. Yeah, I have Michael, Scott, and George. Like I'm totally cool with that. Like that's probably who will stay. Those are just people like George will never ever come to the stream. I don't think Scott will ever come to the stream. And if Cobalt comes, he just chills, man. And so it's like it's totally good.
Yeah. If they were I don't know. If they're ever an asshole and they message me, I'll usually unban them though as well.
Yeah.
But they were really fucking with me today. I can't remember what it was, but like I had somebody come in and ask me a question, and it was like the stupidest. Like you know how they say there's no stupid questions? There are, and I get asked them all the fucking time. And then like I answered it, and I swear to God, 2 seconds after I answered it, there was some other guy I had never seen in there that asked the same fucking question.
Yep.
And I'm like, did he just come in the channel and legitimately didn't know that, or is he just fucking trolling me?
Yeah,
and
dude.
I could not figure it out because
that's like
this is such a huge coincidence.
That's like the streamer freaking like paradox, dude. Is like you just hear the same like question over and over again.
And it's not fun for the people that are already in there watching for me to answer the same fucking question 3 times in a row. So I'm just like, am I getting trolled, or I'm like, somebody type him what I just said or something.
I like bot commands. So like every time I have a person, like if I'm going to talk to someone like on the stream, I make a little thing. And then like, I have some bot commands for like stuff like, if someone asks a question too much, we'll just add a command.
I like bot commands too, but Dralaric is my bot. And I'm just like, hey, I want a command that says this. And I don't know how to actually do it myself.
Oh, really?
He just goes and does it. I mean, I could look it up, but he just does it.
Like, I have this one for, like, a lot of people are like, why aren't you talking to chat? I have this, like, when I have the guests, I don't answer questions usually. I'll answer questions later on. Like, you know, like, I have all these, like, set up ones, like, that'll do it.
But I'm special, so I read chat, too.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. I was like, you're actually the only person that's done that. Like, that's
because I'm a G.
Like, I see like someone that's like, yeah, this Cobalt, and you're like, oh, this, and I'm like, whoa, that's cool. Like, he's actually responding to chat. Yeah.
It's ingrained into me to read chat wherever I'm watching or hanging out.
Yeah, so you have to.
When I'm not streaming myself, and I'm like on somebody's stream, I like to also have their chat open and interact with them, just because I know that's what I would like if I was a viewer.
Yeah, for sure.
So I try to do whatever I think would be fun if I was watching a stream for the channel.
I don't think
philosophy.
I don't know if I'm still a mod in your chat. Probably not. Maybe.
I demodded like
everybody.
You might be. Let me check. I like went through and demodded everybody that was a streamer or that wasn't actually like actively modding.
That kind of makes sense. Like, because your mods actually
check marks now
do stuff. What's
the only reason the streamers have check marks now, so the only reason I ever modded streamers before was so I could see them when they talked.
Oh, you're right. They have those little wait, why can't I type in here?
Verified. I saw you type. You're not a mod.
Okay.
I literally demodded everybody though.
I don't feel bad, dude. Like, you shouldn't make me a mod.
I'll remod you if you want.
No, I don't want it. I'm fine.
You're gonna have to. If you're in there, you got a mod though.
I got a check mark box thingy. I'm good.
I'm not gonna miss you talking. That's like the main thing.
Yeah.
That's why I had people modded.
That's important.
Like I think I demodded Morag and like it's nothing. No. I demodded like all the streamers and even my friends that weren't just mods.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I need to demod this guy actually.
I need to.
I'm like looking at my list, like who else can I cut now?
Who else like doesn't survive? Yeah.
I mean, my page was like 3 pages long, so and now it's down to like half a page when I type it. So
I literally have 2 bots, you, Scott, and George. That's it. Yeah. If I get like the universe, the alternate like weird dimension where I have like 1,000 concurrents, like maybe I'll mod someone, but probably not.
You'll need it by then.
Yeah, for like discussion streams, like stuff's pretty chill. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with this broadcast. Like it's really, I'm in a different place, right? Because like I'm not desperate to succeed like financially or whatever. Like I'm just like really just interested in making something that like really is meaningful to people. Because you know, like I've already like kind of been through those memes with like CLG and all that stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a different place to be for sure.
Well, I want to say Night to Knee. I would say my community has different levels because there's like obviously the top level to where people are going to show up when I play a game, right? And going to hang out when I stream. And then there's like another level where people are going to like interact with me on Twitter, or they're going to follow my Twitter that maybe some people who come to my stream aren't going to do. And then there's like another level of like diehard motherfuckers who like hang out on Discord all day, talking to each other, play games with each other. And that's like the super core community, like the motherfuckers that I actually like get in Discord and hang out with and talk to and stuff. And like I try to like interact with, because those are the guys that are going to be with you for years. So I would say like you could still probably find a community within a community if you're like looking for it, but I would say the one that you're seeing just going to the stream is like surface shit.
Where's your Discord?
It's got to do the command in chat. I don't have it actually like a thing for it.
Rip.
I kind of just made one a few months ago. I mean, I'm a Discord partner now, but I applied and I wanted the hoodie.
I tried to join. Oh, you wanted the hoodie? I tried to join that, but they haven't gotten back to me.
Yeah, they're really weird. Like they say their requirements are like such and such, but Lisa like met them and she applied and got denied.
Really?
So maybe like your Discord has to be a certain size or have certain activity. Because I got in like no problem, but I also know Knight who works at Discord.
Yeah.
and he came in my channel like the day after I applied, and I was like, oh, I applied, Knight. So I don't know.
Yeah, yours is like legit. You've got like all kinds of channels and stuff.
Yeah, Drowler did all that for me. I like went in there and made the admin role and gave that to him and was like, here you go. You have the same permissions as me. He's like, he actually said, I'm just going to copy the format off of Lisa's Discord. I think Lisa made her own, so full credit to Lisa.
So you did this pretty recently?
I mean, we've had it probably for like 4 or 5 months now.
I see. Yeah.
But yeah, people like when I was sponsored by the Twitch app and Curse app and stuff, it was like pulling teeth to get people to use it and stuff. But I mean, I made this because I felt like most of the people were already on it, and they use it every day, dude. It's crazy. Like every day, there's probably people talking in there right now.
Yeah. That is actually really crazy. It's also so good as like a call to action. Do you remember like Steam groups used to be like that, where you could you'd have a Steam group and you'd send out a notification, like everybody would watch your stream?
Yeah, that kind of phased out after a while.
Yeah, and now Discord is like that. You can just add everyone and like blow it up, and then
yeah. I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to bother them. It's like just a place for them to hang out. The only thing I don't like is when I'm streaming and I have my Discord up and I look over there and they're fucking talking in Discord. And I'm like, talk in my fucking chat. There's nobody talking to my chat right now. Like, I have 1,600 people and literally no one has typed a message in 10 seconds.
There's a lot of lurker, like the lurker ratio is going up, dude. Like people don't chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me jealous of like streamers like Moon, where they're just like, they literally just like pull their jokes from the chat. Like you've got 10,000 people scrolling jokes. Just pick your best one, and you're the funniest streamer on Twitch. Fuck, that's so. It's such a good technique, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's hacks.
It's total hacks, dude. And then like when you don't have chat, okay, like for you guys that don't know, when Twitch chat is not moving, you've got to be like 500 IQ fucking Stephen Hawking to make up stuff to think about, like to chat with. Like
I just start asking questions, dude.
Oh, that's good.
I'm like, hey, what'd you guys do today? What'd y'all eat? I ate this shit. It was kind of bad. And then you just need that little spark to get people, and then your conversation can go anywhere once you have them talking, you know?
Oh, dude, I'm getting the next level. I'm at the next level consulting plays here. That's actually really true. I should ask more questions.
I'll be like, hey, type 1 if you think pineapple is good on pizza. Type 2 if you hate that shit. And then they'll just start spamming or whatever, and then they'll start discussing what they like and don't like about it, and with each other.
Get in fights.
Yeah.
How do you know what questions like to ask? You just think about it, or you just do it?
Just ask whatever the fuck I want, really. I mean, I'll be like, what do you guys think about this game coming out? Are you looking towards any new games? What's your favorite item in this game? Like, whatever, it could be anything. It's just having that interaction and not being stagnant. You just don't want it to be stagnant. So
yeah, that makes sense,
because that's the best way to get them talking. I'm not just going to sit there and I'll commentate the damn game or whatever, but if nobody's talking and I want somebody to talk to, I ask them questions. I'm not just going to sit there and keep talking about myself or whatever, or be quiet.
We talk about, I do a lot of like looking for, I wonder if you have an answer to this. Like, do you have any way to tell if like a new game is coming out that like, do you have any list that you use? Like there's a game that I totally missed, like Dig or Die. You know that indie game that came out?
I've heard of it. I think they wanted me to play that at one point.
I like miss like the games that come out. And so like we spend, I spend like a bunch of time on stream and I'm looking at Steam. And I'm like, all I can find are hentai games. Like it's like all I find are like fucking like,
because they're at the top of the list.
Yeah, deep space waifu and stuff, dude. Like I can't do it
sometimes. The thing is, the games that are at the top of the list are the ones that people already know about, and you're looking for one that they don't know about.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to literally shovel through hundreds of shitty games before you find something that somebody may have missed.
Is that the only way to do it?
I mean, I do it I find streamers that have similar tastes as me, and I'll see what they're streaming. But honestly, you know what I mostly do is I just like ask my mods, like, hey, are there any cool games coming out that you guys have seen or I might have missed? And they just tell me about it. Like,
oh, that's smart.
There's a game section in my Discord that they can drop in. Like, for example, here's Dehumanized. Description on Steam: Dehumanized is a roguelike side-scroll action shooter inspired by Metroid and Binding of Isaac. And
wait, what? I see, like I completely missed
Heroes
this.
2. Here's one for Project MQ. 2 Point Hospital, which
that I've heard about.
I might. Never mind. I'll tell you when I know about it.
Oh yeah.
We might have something in the works to play that, maybe. I don't know. I'm waiting to hear back about it. Spoiler alert. Yeah, so they'll just like drop in games that look cool to them and stuff, and then I'll just check them out. And if there's anything I really like, I'll buy them, play like 30 minutes of it, see if I like it, and then if I like it enough, I'll try it on stream the next day.
Huh. Yeah, I guess I should just ask people.
My mods are really good about that, so that's another thing mods are good for. And then, like I said, that's like my core community that is using Discord. So I know they're gonna like know about me. They've been watching me for years.
Maybe we should do an upcoming games channel on Discord. Like maybe that's a good idea. And then like people can post like, hey, I found this game.
That's what we have. We have literally the game section for them to post games that they think are cool.
Oh, that's so smart. Oh man, that's actually so smart. I never thought about that.
We got an anime section. We got a Pokemon bot where you can catch Pokemon in there and shit and fight them, like all through text and pictures.
What?
Yeah, it's called Pokecord, and like it basically will spawn a Pokemon for you to catch depending on how active the chat is. And then the first person, it doesn't tell you what the name is though, and it can be any one of like the 800 Pokemon. So you have to like type P catch, and then the Pokemon's name faster than whoever else to catch it for the other people. And then it levels up as you talk and chat.
There's people that know like every Pokemon name, right?
Oh yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh dude, that's crazy.
I know Carl. I know where you're from.
I know Carl too. Carl's a old OG dude. Super OG.
Yeah.
Like
Thanks for the sub, by the way, Nightsuni. You don't have to do that.
Oh, there you go, man.
We should get some Mylixia some more subs here.
Oh.
Dude, this is probably something I wouldn't normally talk to you about on stream, but I don't want to sound like I'm bragging either, but it's like really crazy and exciting. And so I unlocked 9 more emotes last month.
9?
So I have 45 emote slots now.
How do you do that? Like, do you just need, is it just the number of subs or like, is it?
It's sub points or whatever.
Yeah.
So I had one guy come in and literally gifted like 200 tier 3 subs.
What?
Yeah. And I had another guy do like 50. Like everybody was just doing it. We were kind of like making a push towards getting one new emote unlocked.
Yeah.
And then once we hit it, it was like 1,000. I needed like 1,000 subs to hit it, right? We were really far off. I never thought I was gonna do it. I was like, this is my life goal, is to get this one emote unlocked at some point in the next like 3 years. I was like, by the end of the year, maybe. And I was like, once we do it, I don't care. Unsub. I was like, we permanently get that emote slot.
Is that how it works?
Care.
Once you once you hit the sub limit for that, you can lose
Forever.
subs and you still have the emotes?
Oh yeah, and I was one of the people that told them to do that.
Can you still replace the slot? Like you can remove it?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's not like it used to be where it was shitty and you had to like upload. I basically was sitting in a room with a bunch of Amazon marketing people, and I was like, let's talk about emotes. They're the #1 thing that helps me sell subs to my channel. And if I hit a goal, which I never know when I log on if I'm going to hit one day, it could just happen, then I have to have an emote ready to upload by the next day because I could lose like 20 subs and be under the fucking mark, and now I won't even be able to do. I was like, what sense does this make at all? Like, how does this help you to do this way or whatever? I was like, I can't trade out subs for holidays or for new games when they come out. If I want to like, you know, get some hype subs and stuff like that, you're basically like limiting us,
yeah,
you know, in our ability to make you money.
So now it's like a achievement, like you get it and you've got it.
Yep. So we pushed that. I was happy with one dude, but it was like 200 more subs for every next emote after that. And they just kept going. We got all up to 5,000 sub points in like a week.
Dude, that's a clap, my dudes, if I've ever heard one. That's awesome.
It was absolutely crazy. And then it's been 30 days since then, and I dropped 1,600 points in a week. And I'm like, I don't even care. It's Subageddon, bitches. We already got our emotes.
Subageddon.
I'm like, we're in and out like bandits, dude. with our 9 emotes. I'm like, guys, we were only supposed to get a couple. Like, I don't even have ideas for these fucking emotes at this point. Like, I'm uploading old shit that I got rid of.
Yeah, 45 is like that's actually so many. That's like crazy.
It's actually like stupid. I didn't know I had so many slots unlocked that one of my mods made a 3-piece eggplant emote.
What?
And it's just me. It's just my face, my Cobalt W on an eggplant.
Oh, rip. 2 people are trying to do it.
And so now all they do in chat is spam the eggplant and try to get it like a perfect one, right? And people try to interrupt them,
yeah,
to break their shit. And then when somebody does a perfect one, the whole chat starts clapping.
That's awesome.
They're like clap, 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 and I fucking hate it. I'm like, this was the worst idea. My chat's just like spammed with bullshit eggplants like the whole time. I was like, but I can't take it away from you because you use it so much.
I've enabled better Twitch TV, and we put in like coggers. Do you know those ones?
Oh yeah, do you have poggers?
Yeah, we've got everything. Poggers, coggers. Yeah, because I went with the
coggers.
I went with coggers is fucking that emote is like taking over my life, dude.
That's what they do the coggers when I pull my band wheel up.
Coggers is amazing, dude. That is such an awesome. I've got like a lot of them. I think I got like that better Twitch TV. Like we were debating if it was like worth it to pay like the $5 a month for it. It's so worth it, dude.
Sorry, Lisa's awake.
Oh, all good. Do you need to go?
Good morning, Lisa. She said, "Why are you hosting him? Just talking to you, lol." I said, "Well, I hosted him, and then he asked me to come talk to catch up, so we've just been talking."
Yeah, I just wanted to chill. I missed you, and I really wanted to see what you're up to.
This is our real life right now. This is what we're doing IRL.
Yeah.
It's like, the other day, I was thinking, I was just playing a game, and I was like, "Why do I need to be under this game tab? I can be under the IRL tab. This is my real life."
Yeah.
Like, this is all I fucking do.
This is in real life for CobaltStreak.
Yes. It doesn't get much more real life for me than this right now.
Definitely tell Lisa I said hi. Tell her I miss her. I want to catch up sometime.
I think she's still here. She might have just like woke up to feed him and be in passing. But I think she went to bed pretty early, so that's about 6 hours for her, which means, I mean, she doesn't sleep much, but I still feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Not getting solid sleep a lot of the time. But when she sleeps, she really doesn't sleep for more than 6 hours. She wakes right up, which is a curse too, because then you're super tired with 2 hours of sleep. You go to bed at 7:30 and your ass is up at 3 a.m. and
that's nuts.
You know?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, that's actually crazy. Holy shit.
I give her a lot of shit, but she's actually like one of the greatest things ever in my life.
Oh, of course. So, yeah. And you two are really good for each other too.
I always tell her that if we were able to combine like a Dragon Ball Z fusion, we would make the perfect person. Cause like we're kind of like better at certain things. I'm like less stressed out and she's like more stressed out. So if we combine, we'd be the perfect, thing there. I'm less responsible. She's more responsible. Boom. Even that out.
Dog, I gotta say, I love how many references to Dragon Ball like Z and Super you have. Like, I feel like that's a sort of like an underrepresented meme. Like I love how your Discord is Frieza, and I'm just digging it.
Oh, I watched all of Dragon Ball Super because my chat basically made me, because they were like, it's so good, you got to watch it, and they were like almost spoiling shit for me. So I just started binge watching it, and I liked it so much. I was like, we're getting a fucking Vegeta SSJ Blue emote where he's raging. We're getting a Frieza emote. I was like, we're gonna get them all hand drawn and shit, so that hopefully we don't get copyrighted and stuff.
I only got the 6 emote slots, dude. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, but
they didn't count my subs from because there was a time where I had 900 subs, but they didn't count it.
Whoa, that's weird, because when they were making the swap over, I was under the sub count by a lot because I needed 3,400, and I was only at like 2,000. I mean, I say only, but I mean just because of the gap.
Yeah,
that's still a lot of subs, and that's a lot. But so I was like, hey Hassan, is it gonna go off of your most ever or what you currently have? And he was like, it goes off of your top one ever, is what he told me.
Nah.
So for it not to be for you, that's really weird.
There's no way. Like, but the other thing too was like that was like 2013, right? So like when they switched over, I hadn't streamed in a year at that point, or maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's why I feel like like I was like old.
Maybe it had like a date limit on it, or something.
Maybe, yeah, because like we had I think my peak sub count was like 950. I never hit 1,000. But like that, yeah, I remember.
That sucks. Well, the thing is though, if you do get a big push, or your channel grows and you get some hype or whatever, or even if you just get one rich motherfucker in your channel that feels like super generous, and they just start gifting subs, you're going to unlock emotes like crazy. And then you're going to have a bunch of new emotes, and that's, just going to hopefully make people want to sub more by having those emotes, right?
Yeah, I don't even know, like, how to ideate them. Like, you have that really cool thing, because, like, the Loker brand, I really like the little red dude.
It's okay. It's a little niche, I think.
That's true. It is a little bit, like, but it's actually kind of funny how it's, like, it's almost become more like your meme than Isaac's, actually, in a kind of crazy way.
Yeah. I don't know. You need like kind of like a cute mascot or something.
Yeah.
But like I feel like my channel is definitely missing something brand wise to kind of pull it all together. My emotes aren't really like themed. Like I have multiple themes of emotes. Like I have low core ones, I have monkey ones, I have Dragon Ball Z ones. And at the end of the day, it's just kind of like all shit that I kind of like, you know? A lot of those, like, I feel like the Dragon Ball Z emotes are for me and not even for like other people.
It's like, I don't even care. Like, this is not
I don't care. I'm not deleting those. I don't care if people use them. Like, it's over 9,000 bitches. I don't care.
What's the one, what's that Better Twitch TV one? Is it Hot Boys? That is the moving weenie?
It's Rare W.
Is it?
With the capital R. Oh,
yeah.
Whoa, that's a
Hot Boys.
Mine's Rare W, my chat. Let's see, Rare W. Yeah, in my chat, it's like a weenie, like an arm wiggling a weenie. is Rare W. You don't have that one added to your channel though. I see this little weenie one. That Hot Boys one, yeah.
Rare W, huh? I can get it.
What I like to do is I like to do a Frieza face with the Rare W, which is the weenie waving, and I do it in Bulma's face, right? Because I have Cobalt Lewd, and so, where she's blushing, and so I'll make her do that, and then I'll have Vegeta in the background, and he'll be pissed because Frieza's waving his weenie.
Dude, you're like telling stories to your emotes. You're like 5D, dude. That's crazy. Rare W.
I was doing this one thing where I was super nerdy, and I had like 3 lines copy pasta macroed, and it was like Frieza, and then in quotations like, "You'll never stop me, Vegeta," and then he's like,
"Oh, this
Vegeta's
one."
Like, "Ah."
This one's actually crazy.
I love waving my weenie in people's faces.
Hopefully this doesn't shut up our chat, but we're gonna try it. Yeah. There's some of the ones I won't do, like the dance one, because it's just like too crazy. But
That
Rare W is legit.
It's just a weenie, like getting waved around. It's fine. Is it? It takes like usually a couple of minutes, right?
Yeah, it's like instantaneous. It's actually crazy. But you have to refresh the chat.
Oh yeah, there it is.
There it is.
How dare you make Bulma wave it in Vegeta's face?
Oh man.
And then you got to do a zoom in after. Well,
this is like a whole story.
I forgot the weenie, but damn it, fucked it up already.
This is like a whole story, like.
Yeah, you get like the first action scene of him waving it, and then like the close up of him like his like smug ass little. Frieza just has the best smug face. He's always fucking smug. Dude.
Yeah.
And he's not even like that strong anymore.
No, he's like irrelevant compared to like the gods, but
he thinks he's the shit still.
Yeah. Dude, better Twitch. This is like such a huge addition to Twitch TV. Like this, like this is like emote system. How you can have like 50 emotes in this.
Mm-hmm.
I love Thong.
I love it.
Yeah, it's so good. That one's really good.
The Peepo dance.
What's that one?
It's like Peepo dance or something.
Peepo dance.
I like it. And the Omega roll.
That one's like a oh, this is yeah, I know this one. We should use this one.
Yeah, love the little Peepo dance.
Omega roll is insane though. That one's like too crazy. Doesn't that shit up the chat?
No, not really. Like what I like to do is I like to put a Peepo on top and then a mega roll on bottom, and it looks like he's like playing the drums, like or rolling them real fast or something. People don't really use them that much.
That's true.
Really.
Yeah. I think
like,
my favorite emote right now is Coggers.
Yeah, they'll use the Coggers when I pull up the band wheel and stuff.
Coggers is too good, dude. That's a like premium meme, dude.
I like the Ho Sway as well. It's kind of like that trance girl sway one right there.
Oh, we have Diva Sway.
Oh yeah, it's like the same thing.
DVA Sway, yeah. This one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. That one's way sluttier than mine.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I looked up the girl from this Hostway emote, where it's from, the video, and you should not do that.
Got it. Or maybe I should do that. Yeah.
Like not on stream though.
Yeah, not on stream.
It's like some weird like anime like music video with orgasms.
What?
You gotta see it, man, on your own time. You got chat. You seen it before? They like the song.
Everyone knows what they're talking about. I don't even know.
She's like rubbing the boobs in his face, and he's like, like weeping out. I don't know. That's probably from a show or something. Me. Yeah. Okay.
I like some. You can like play these like the stock market, dude. Like some of these memes are like going up in value. Like Monka T is on the way up, dude.
Yeah, I try to keep my BTTV updated to all the latest
Octocoggers
cool stuff.
Are you kidding?
What the fuck? That's a good Kraken emote. That's better than mine. Man, mine's like just really old.
Yours is evil. Yours is like evil looking.
Yeah, it's also like a side shot, and I like the like kind of like side front shot better, like that one. You might not even be able to tell what mine is first glance unless you like knew what you were looking at too, which is one of my rule for emotes is you need to instantly be able to know what it is without being part of the community and like being in on it.
I just redid a bunch of mine, so I got rid of like a lot of the old ones, and like I have like these ones.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're pretty good because you can kind of tell what's going on.
You still got the weenie and the hype though. That's good.
I had to keep those, dude. I couldn't. I couldn't destroy what the channel's made out of.
Yeah, emotes are hard because you kind of have to like either want a theme or you want it to be like directed around what kind of game you're playing, maybe, or I don't know. I don't know how some people get away with some of their emotes, like these like Pokemon ones and stuff. I thought Nintendo would be all over that shit.
It's just that nobody actually like looks at them.
Yeah, I mean, for mine, like they're all hand drawn and specifically like way like that doesn't even exactly look like Frieza.
No, definitely
His
not.
eyes are different enough to where, and it's not like it's Cobalt Frieza or Cobalt Vegeta, so it's not like I'm just ripping it right from the fucking anime or something.
No, it's like close enough to make a resemblance, but dude, they'd never like police it.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I've seen some ones that are way more like almost cookie cutter from the anime.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That some guy has. As soon as I got a couple of Dragon Ball emotes, I don't know if I pissed somebody off or what, but there was like a bunch of people on my channel coming in there with other Dragon Ball emotes, just spamming them that I've never seen before.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like 10 of them.
That's so
maybe
weird.
They were just maybe he was just like, I'm the only one with Dragon Ball emotes. This is bullshit.
That's really weird.
I don't know. But it just was like interesting to see. Emotes I've never seen before popping up.
Huh.
Like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's really weird. What's Pepe D? Like, there's so many of these like unknown ones. I'm only gonna do it if the meme economy is good on it.
I gotta log into my account and see which custom ones I have right now.
This one's pretty good. A little bit weird.
Lisa never messaged me back. I was like, hey, hello? She must have just been...
You think she went back to sleep?
Sleep typing, maybe. Oh. Are you sleeping? Are you up now or go back to sleepy? I miss my girl.
Of course, man. Yeah.
Okay, what do we got? I got Feels Dave Man.
Well, I don't know that one.
Oh, you wouldn't. It's the creator of Gungeon, but his face is the Pepe face. So, I do have it. Now, this is channel personal emotes. I only have 3 of 5. I got my dad's face as one of them.
Oh, like channel emotes? Or I don't know what personal emotes are.
Personal emotes are emotes that you can use anywhere on Twitch from Better Twitch TV without having to be in a specific channel. And you only get 5 of them, and you have to be subbed to Better Twitch TV.
Oh, okay. So, why does it?
You have 0.5.
But I can't add them?
You might have to. Are you subbed to Better Twitch TV?
No, I'm but I have I pay for like the subscription though.
Well, that's what I mean, like to the website or whatever.
Yeah, I have like the subscription.
Oh, you should be able to do it. Let me see here.
And channel emotes are just personal emotes? Huh, that's weird.
Let me click on this. Yeah, you add it to your personal emotes instead of using your channel. There should be an option to add to personal emotes under that. When you're like clicking on something to add it.
Oh. Hang on. Let me see if I can navigate around for a minute. Whoops, I just went everywhere. Hold on.
She question marked me.
What's that mean?
But didn't answer me. Is she streaming right now? She better not have slipped past my stream detection. Oh no.
I was gonna say if she is, I'll host her when she's offline. No, she's not streaming right now.
No.
Oh yeah. So you are subbed to Twitch? Maybe, I don't know.
All you gotta do is click on like an emote like you had added to your channel, and then yeah, let me just see you do it. Like, just click any shared emote.
Oh, add to personal. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. That makes tons of sense. That was like kind of unintuitive because. All right, that makes tons of sense. Yeah.
I'm like, you should have it.
Yeah.
And you get 5 of those.
So then anyone can use those on Better Twitch TV. That's crazy.
Yeah, so like I can use my feels high man in your channel, and, and you don't have to have that one added because it's one of my personal emotes.
Oh, that says from Machine Gunner USMC. Is that yours?
Oh, is it? No, it's not mine, but
oh, I see what you're saying. But you can use it anywhere.
I can pick any of those emotes to make one of my 5 out of like how you're adding them from the channel.
Yeah, I see.
I can use them anywhere, and you don't have to have it added to your channel.
Hang on one sec.
So,
let me take a leak real quick. Be right back.
Okay. Hot boy. KJ, what are some hot emotes right now? I love the Nimcorn. Does he have Nimcorn? He doesn't have Nimcorn, guys. What are y'all letting him get away with here? We have failed you. That's like where the popcorn's coming into your mouth and stuff. I'm trying to think what other ones like I have to have. Monka Shake, definitely. Or Monka S. That's a big one. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's cool, Carl. You got to get the Nimcorn. You don't have the Nimcorn either. That's a
Nimcorn?
You have to have that.
Nimcorn.
It's like little popcorn going into the mouth. So people will do like the Monka S, and they'll do the
this is really good. This is actually amazing. A good one.
That's like a gotta have.
Yeah, that one's really good. Well, we have the Michael Jackson popcorn one. Which one is that? It's this gonna be good. This
you can turn anything into that though now.
Yeah, this one's like really good. Now you can do like whoa Nimcorn, right? Like
do you have the Monka S?
Yeah, okay. I should, right?
Monka.
Wait, it didn't show up. Oh yeah.
Monka Shake. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what they do is you do the Nimcorn with that, and it's like you're anxiously like watching.
Okay, that's actually so good. Holy
when you
dude.
get the one where he's like shaking, he's putting the popcorn in his mouth. Oh, that's great.
Better Twitch TV really like enhanced the chat experience. It's kind of crazy how like Twitch still hasn't caught up in like a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. They had a chance to hire Knight before and they passed him up.
Really?
So, years ago. He went in for a job interview and they didn't hire him.
Damn.
They could have had all of that brain.
Yeah, he's probably making way more money now than off the subs because for a while he wasn't monetizing for like the longest time.
I have no idea, but I know that he works for Discord now, so.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, works for Discord.
But he still
runs Better Twitch TV and all that. Yep. He's also a huge Big Brother fan, which makes me love him even more. We always talk about Big Brother when he comes around.
That's awesome.
He's like, when are you going to apply? When are you going to apply? And I'm like, when I'm not fat anymore. Like,
you got to do it, dude. That'd be so good.
I think it would be cool because, like, Lisa's like, aren't you worried about your stream dying and stuff? I was like, why? They can all get on CBS and watch me play.
Oh,
watch me live.
It would be the opposite. You would be like ninja level famous for a while. It would be really crazy because the primetime viewer audience of like the mainstream that's never heard of Twitch that would come see you and check you out after that, dude, you'd go to like 20K concurrence like permanently. I really think so.
As long as I wasn't an asshole.
Even if you were, maybe that might even be better.
They've already made TMZ, I think, 3 times this season. It's only been like 2 weeks because one chick said she was outside tanning and she said, if I get any darker, I'm going to change ethnicities.
Whoa.
And it made TMZ.
Whoa.
Oh,
damn.
One guy dropped the N-bomb.
Oh my God.
Yesterday. And then there was another one. The same guy that dropped the N-bomb, he was going around grabbing people's dicks and sexually harassing them because he's gay.
Oh, okay.
He's like this little guy, little short guy. He's not like, I don't think he's like technically like a little person. I don't know. He's very proportional and he's like super swole and he's like a gay dancer. Okay. And his name is JC. And he's got like a super heavy like Latino accent kind of thing. And I guess he's just been going around like sexually harassing all the dudes in the house.
I mean, are they looking for these type of people to bring on the show or like
I don't know. See, the thing is, like, they'll just edit that out of like the main show, but you see all that on the live feed.
Yeah.
So, I've seen nipples on the live feed before.
Whoa.
They curse like crazy, dude. It's great. It's like R-rated TV. They're just like, fuck this, fuck that. They were trying to figure out who jizzed on the toilet seat one morning. Like that all day, they were just trying to like figure out who jizzed on the toilet seat. Because, like, you got to think, they're literally under camera the whole time.
Yeah. Wait, not in the bathroom and stuff, though, right?
No, well, not in, like, the actual stall bathroom.
But the bathroom has a camera in it?
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
There's one that, like, it's like an overview of the room, and you can, like, see actually into the shower, but the shower from, like, your ankles to your shoulders is, like, blurred out.
Yeah.
Just, like, that's just the way the door is or whatever. But you can see like them when they're showering and then they like get a towel and get out and stuff.
Dude, just having 16 people in the same bathroom is like a logistics nightmare in of itself.
Oh yeah. The hair, it's gotta be disgusting, dude. Like,
oh yeah.
All the hair clogging.
Unimaginably.
And the thing is like production doesn't come in and just like clean for them.
Oh, they don't?
They have to clean that shit themselves and keep it like up to date. And it gets disgusting sometimes. They'll just have dishes and shit everywhere and fucking laundry covering the floor. It's crazy. And so, like, one of the strategies for not getting voted out is cleaning. Like, you want to be the person doing the dishes and the laundry and, like, you know, cleaning for fucking everybody because then they're not going to want to kick you out because they're going to be fucking lazy and they don't want to do that shit.
Right. So you're like, if you're actually cleaning, like, you can save yourself. That's actually really funny.
Yeah. Or like cooking. That Ian guy that you said looked like kind of like a nerd that was playing.
Yeah.
He would take all the punishments. So like whenever there was a challenge or there was like a punishment involved, he would like volunteer to take it. So he was like, they would keep him around just so that they wouldn't have to like do stupid shit. They like actually. So one of the things they did before was they made it where you were like a human dog. And you weren't allowed to walk around on your feet. You had to crawl everywhere like a dog. And you had to be led by the leash. Somebody had to lead you by the leash for you to walk around
the whole time?
For a week.
For a week?
For a whole week. And you had to wear like a puppy dog ears and shit.
This show sounds insane, dude. Yeah, this is Big Brother we're talking about. This sounds crazy. I've never seen an episode of this. And like, Cobalt's like telling me about it. It just sounds insane.
I mean, like I said, there's like a lot of cheesy lines that production feeds them. Like they'll be in the diary room, they'll be like, I'm about to get yippee-ki-yay on this mother, or like shit like that.
Yeah.
But the live feeds are where it's at.
Yeah, it sounds like it. That sounds like where you get to see the crazy stuff. No, he's saying it's not fake.
It's not fake. Dan, I know multiple people who have been on the show. I know McCrae. I know Dan Giesling. I've talked to Cameron before. Like I said, production definitely does pull some shit. Like, for example, what pissed us off last season, they brought back a veteran player. Like, they had all new people, and they brought one veteran player in from the season before. And they did America's vote. And America voted to give him this power. And it was basically 3 weeks of immunity, and he didn't have to reveal it until somebody tried to put him on the block. And he was just safe for 3 weeks because America voted for it. And people were pissed because that gave him 3 weeks of like comfortable stuff where he could play risky and basically do or say whatever he wanted and set people up for like the rest of the time. You know, get his alliances in place and not even have to worry about getting put on the block. Because some people will be a lot more timid, you know, because they don't want to draw attention to themselves.
Yeah. I actually see the appeal in this. Like, for most of the shows, like, I don't know, there's some of those like meme shows like Naked and Afraid and stuff like that. Like, for this show, I actually see it because you're watching a social experiment. You're watching 16 people try to authentically live out their life in a house and like figure out what to do. That's like crazy.
Yeah. It's and I mean they get so paranoid, dude. Like they have no idea what's going on. They don't have current events. They can't even like sing and stuff because it's like a copyright or whatever. So another punishment, like you had to wear a leotard for a week. Another one was this season. They had a competition where they split the group into two groups of 8.
Yeah.
And each group went to its own competition. And the bottom players from both competitions both got punished. One person had to wear a like spirit leotard, which is like the really stupid hippie thing with like a clock.
Yeah.
And every time the clock started to spin on their chest, they weren't allowed to leave whatever room they were in until it stopped spinning. So they would be like stuck in the storage room with all the food by themselves for like a few hours. And it really fucks with you because you want to be like out there talking to people and seeing how people interact, and like there's there could be game being talked about.
Yeah.
When you're just stuck there. The other person, she had to be a robot for a week. So
what do you mean? Like
they basically, it was like a remote controlled robot with facial recognition. Like, you know how you've seen like people turn themselves into dogs and stuff where it looks like
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it was like that on the screen, like a robot face, and then it was like a built up like robot body that she remote controlled from somewhere, like in that, like somewhere in the production side in like a room or something. And so they would say robot on, and she'd have to go disappear and drive around the house with this robot to talk to people and watch people. And they would say robot off, and they'd let her go back into the house. But most of the time she spent as a robot. And it's a huge fucking disadvantage. They've never done anything crazy like that before, but they made her do that for a whole week too.
And how long is the season? Like, how long are you in the house?
3 months.
Oh my God.
3 months. So it's not like Survivor where you're done after just 30 days. You're like, it's more of like a mental fatigue thing than like a physical mental fatigue.
Yeah.
Because Survivor's more like physical and mental. They're just wearing you all the way down.
Yeah.
And this one's like almost purely mental. They also do have-not competitions, or will have people, the HOH pick the have-nots. And if you're a have-not for the week, you're only allowed to eat slop, which is this mixture of like oatmeal, protein, and like just bland, like disgusting stuff. But like you get your nutrients and stuff. But you can only eat that for a whole week. And then you have to sleep in the have-not room, which are like super uncomfortable beds. I think they're like satellite dishes this season or something. They have to like sleep on. They're like very concave and stuff. One time it was like a bed of nails, but it wasn't like nails. It was like wooden pegs they had to sleep on and shit. It's awesome, dude. So those people are like all grumpy and pissed off for the week, because they're not eating their protein shakes and they're getting their calories and shit, because they're all like, a lot of those guys are like meatheads and stuff.
Is there like a gym in the place?
they have some gym equipment in the backyard, some weights, and like I think like jump ropes, elliptical, and they'll do like laps around the yard in the back. Get this shit. One season, the punishment was they dressed up at like a Boy Scout. It was a girl that did it, so she was a Girl Scout, and she had to have full camping gear, okay? And she had to carry it around on her the entire time, like full camping gear, like backpack and everything. And every time a bugle sounded off in the house, she had to go to the backyard, completely set up her tent and everything, roast weenies for everybody, and then she had to go to each person and give them a weenie to eat.
What the fuck? How often did this thing go off?
Like all the fucking time in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. Like they don't give a shit.
Damn, that's insane.
One person had to go and kick like I think it was like 10,000 soccer goals or something in a certain amount of time, and it hurt their foot so bad their nails were bleeding and falling off afterwards.
Jeez, dude, this show sounds insane.
They don't fuck around.
Yeah, like, I mean the amount of like stuff you have to like probably sign to get on this show is like probably insane.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I just think it'd be a life experience. There's not much else I want to do. I have a family. I have everything I want. I have the perfect job. I have friends, you know. I'm a very simple person. It would just tickle me pink to be on that show. I think I got to wrap it up. I'm going to go spend some time with Lisa and get her some food and stuff.
All right, bud. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for talking with me like as long as you have. I know you're so fucking busy, dude. I'm just glad we got to catch up.
Oh, it's cool. I enjoyed it. I kind of probably got a little too personal with all the people watching. Like we kind of just talk like we normally talk.
Yeah, a little bit. We could talk offline too. Like, yeah, but it's I was like just I was just like doing it. So I was like, oh yeah, like so let's pull them on. Like, what the hell?
That was fun. Definitely hit me up sometime. I miss talking to you.
You got it, dude. Stuff. I will. Like, I was always a little afraid if you were like not if you were like too busy, but if you're cool with it, yeah, I'll definitely shoot your Discord and shit.
No, just give me a heads up, and I'm usually good for stuff. I'm never too busy to like reply to you though.
Yeah, I know. Sure. It's my fault. I'm like bad at like keeping up with people. I'll get like
I am too. Unless they're like in my face every day, it's hard for me.
Yeah, but I'll drop by and say hi. Unless I also like the other thing is I have no excuse because I actually watch your stream. So like I lurk, so I'll just say something in stream. Yeah.
What the hell? You're like actually watching it and stuff.
Yeah, because like that's how I knew you were doing like balloons, and that's like how I knew you were like. I watched it when your mom was on and stuff. Like, yeah. So I'll just like I'll say hello.
All right, man. Well, take it easy.
Absolutely, man.
I'll see you later. Hit me up. We want to hang out again.
You got it, dude. Thanks for talking to me, dude. That was like really cool to catch up. I'm like so glad I'm like just so glad to hear about what you're doing in your life.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated. Maybe next week I won't be so motivated. I hope not. I hope I can stick with it.
Keep it up, brother.
All right, later. Have a good night.
Later, dude. You too.